the way they do their things, you know what I'm saying? It's the way they do their things. But let's just say that when it comes down to it, I just feel like everything ain't what it seems. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people create a narrative or go with a narrative or go with the first thing they perceive it to be. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of go off of that. Yeah, they kind of just go off of that. And I get it, you know, what's being shown. And I'm not saying nothing. And I sit back. I don't move a certain type of way. So it's kind of like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You already know I'm a person. Now, I know my personality as far as like me being a flirtatious host. And, you know, that's all the same. I've been like that in every relationship, in and out, and things of that nature. But as far as how, you know, I move or what I explain about my personal relationship and shit like that, nah. You know, what's going on. Don't nobody got to know except for the people that know what's going on. And you seem like a good person. You lay back. Yeah, I try to be. You can tell you hurt. Yeah, but it's and I'm honest. You know, I know a lot of people were saying certain things like, what was they saying? What was I catching? This nigga probably crying in the corner. This nigga probably hurting and shit like that. Yeah, all that shit was 100% true. You know, however, it was way before that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't for those events and other things could have, you know, different things, but it was way before that because of certain things that transpired way before that. Y'all only caught that because she went live and did that. You see what I'm saying? She allowed that to happen. So a lot of people think that me and my actions and me being just so if I go live and y'all see my energy off, y'all think it's because of that. But you know, it's just a lot of stuff y'all don't know about. You feel me? And we're gonna keep it that way. Well, I'm gonna keep it that way for sure. I'm gonna keep it that way for sure. You know, all I can do is pray for her. And I pray that she gets the healing and she gets the peace in it. And I'm glad she finally got the happiness that she's looking for. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm not looking for nothing but my peace, and I got my peace. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just gonna continue to grow and heal on this journey within myself. And you know, we're gonna do it like that.
Hi, Tiki Punch.
Hey, what's going on with you, baby?
You look cute tonight in your blue.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, you just gave me a quick compliment just to leave me like that? Yeah. I think that for me in my life and on my journey, for me myself, and remember when I talk about myself, that I'm not insinuating anything for somebody else because I only can be accounted for myself, just like anybody can be accounted for themselves. But at this journey in my life right now, the only thing that really matters to me, I think it's very imperative for me if I want to have success in anything I do, whether it's music, whether it's relationships, whether it's coming in front of y'all and being able to really build with y'all. I gotta focus on healing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta focus on my healing. I gotta focus on you know, my peace of mind, like true healing, true peace of mind. You know what that really looks like. So that's why I've been taking time to myself. That's why I've been focusing on my music. I've been doing things that's very therapeutic for me that feeds my soul, that brings me happiness and joy. That's why I've been in what's that shit called? In the gym. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, all those type of things is I think that's you know, self-preservation, self-care. You know, a lot of people probably may not know what that look like, but it's up and close and it may look scary to be alone or really be within. But I'm telling you, it does promote healing, it does promote growth, and it does promote abundance eventually, abundance in anything that you're trying to do. Now, I'm not saying that I'm 1,000% where I need to be at right now, but you know, We getting there. You know, I'm probably about 75% of 100% right now, and you know, it's better than my yesterday. You feel me? Yeah. Let me see. You see how I didn't come on here with no ego. I could have came on here with some pride. I could have popped it. I know I got things going for myself. I know I'm a very handsome man. I know I got a lot of women in my DMs ready to build with me and all that. I know I can flex up. I know I live in day. I know I can do all these type of things. But guess what? None of that shit gonna bring me, bro. None of that shit gonna bring me what I really need. So I just try to stay on one accord with myself and do what the fuck I feel like is needed, spirit led, instead of hurting. Because you know, when I make decisions out of my flesh and my ego, it never end up right. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta continue to do what's, you know, best for my healing and best for my motherfucking mind. And the last thing for my mind is trying to impress another motherfucker or trying to flex on a motherfucker. You feel me? That's not gonna help me. Let me see. After Barbie cut you off, you have been going downhill since. I ain't never been with Barbie, so Barbie ain't never cut me off. What's up, Yvonne? Will y'all at least be friends? Some of the best things come along. What's up, Brittany? So cute. Well, my dog, man, he upstairs, I think. What's up, Mama Snow? Thank you. What's up, Tori the Groomer? TKO, where my dog was gonna give me, huh? What to do? Already Niagara. Well, I don't gotta answer that. I'll skip that question. Tell me I can have. I told you you can have who? If you say, oh, okay, what's up? What's going on?
Oh my God. Hi.
Hey, how you doing, baby? What's going on?
I'm much better. I was crying before I got on. You know, I was trying to upload my pictures. They wasn't like nasty or nothing. It showed like a little bit or whatever, but it wasn't like nasty, and they blocked me. So what do I do?
So you came up here.
And if your father, happy belated Father's Day. You look very nice.
You came up here to ask me that.
Yeah, you give me good advice. I really consider you somebody I would love to be a friend to somebody like you.
Why would you want to be my friend? I don't think I'd be a good friend to you right now. I need friends, but
because you're not scandalous, you're not negative. I'm concerned. If I remember when I was in a situation at the hospital, and you and this other lady was like putting both y'all heads together trying to help me.
Okay. So what was your name? What was your other page name? You know, was it a fruitful like this?
Buttercream.
Buttercream? Okay, I think I might remember a name like that. Oh, that's
or Niagara, Pound Cake.
Okay, so how you doing right now at this moment in your life? You alright?
I'm finna drink this bottle of Jose Cuervo and just I don't know.
You don't know how you
only before the 30th. I moved too fast and jumped in a relationship with some guy. I left my place right after I left the hospital. A social worker helped me get into West Hollywood at the old dance hall on Lodi in Santa Monica, and I left just to be with somebody. We ain't even been together a little over a month.
Hey, y'all, let's get these gifts up, though. Can I get some luxury cars? Let's help me get to this fifth star, man. I think we're still at this third star right now, so if we can chop it down for me. I know my energy is a little bit off, because I ain't been really in that groove, the broadcast. I've really been on some writing stuff. I've been really at a peaceful do?
Capone, I got to come up and change the energy. Guess what?
What's going on?
Why my Capone, shout out to you, fam. I love you. You know I'm connected up here, and we tapped in. Mr. K, shout out Mr. K.
Already, family.
Capone, why my tax man pull up in that new thing sitting up high with the umbrella painted on the hood like this?
What you talking about?
He had the umbrella. He had the umbrella on the hood. It was the umbrella on the hood for me.
Hold on, what? What kind of car was it?
Something new. Sitting up, my tax man, he like this. I'm like, let me tell Capone. That nigga had the umbrella on the hood. I'm like, my boss got that. Hold on.
What happened? Where bro go? Thank you, I appreciate it, China. And that's my first time seeing G-Reg, motherfucking, yeah, that's my first time seeing him, what's the, cam up. Yeah, it's my first time seeing him cam up. I always see him cam up. I didn't even know he had a face, because I ain't never seen him come up. What up, China? What's going on? What it do?
We talked about Zakir before.
Yeah. You know, I know who you are, but I'm just saying. Yeah, you ain't never cammed up in front of me. What's up, Jimmy?
We talked about Zakir.
Yeah, family. What's going on, though?
Man, it's heavy. I love it, man. Keep doing your thing. You motivate me. I don't listen to the haters on here. I know what it do.
Yeah.
Just here on good vibe.
Yeah.
Bringing you more power.
Yeah. Appreciate it, fam. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, fam. Thanks for letting me up.
Already, T-Time. Already. Shout out to my boy G-Reg, man. Hold it down. Ain't switched the team yet. He ain't switched the team yet. You feel me? Nah, he ain't switched yet. You feel me? Through the thick and thin, he want to see me win. You feel me? What's up, Teddy Bear? What it do? What's going on, though? For sure. Damn, man, I don't even want to do my hours, because we ain't getting shit. I ain't got shit popping. I just want to get off. We ain't doing nothing right now. What's up, Miss Priceless? Somebody told me to get on. They still ain't lined up with me yet. They got me out the bed. They said, get out the bed. Nah, somebody's full. They set me up, man. They set me up for the okie doke. I did not want to go live. I only went live because they said what they said. That's the only reason why I went live. I wasn't even going to go live today. But I was laying down. I was laying in the bed. And I said, you know what? Let me get up. And I'm at 3 stars. So nobody wanted, like, well, I'm not a 3. Man, I get 3 stars within the first 5 minutes. So I already know it's because of my energy. So usually when I'm low-key like this, I don't even go live because I already know. Either one or two things going to happen. People going to read into my energy the wrong way. Or either it's going to be like everybody gets to my energy. Like if my energy is real high, hella gets, I can just be playing music, right? But if I'm chilling low key, everybody gonna just be chilling low key. Look, I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why it's like that. Boss Life don't have service right now, but she coming. It wasn't Boss Life. They ain't who told me to go live. That's not who told me to go live. Yeah, I'm probably about to. Damn, that's messed up. Sorry, you are going through that. Well, I'm going through only one trying to be. You sorry I'm going through what? Play some of your songs. Already loyalty forever. Yeah, people want to disappear for like 5 days, 10 days. I don't know. I might still. Oh, now she wants to find me.
So sorry. I am so sorry. Show us your face.
You know I've been live for an hour, right?
No, but do you know you could have invited me a long time ago? Who took the initiative? I did. Had I left it up to you, I'd have been where I am and you would have been where you are.
So let me ask you this real quick. If I went live first, then how would I know when you would go live? So when you went live, you were supposed to line up with me. Now if you went live first, then I would have lined up with you because you wouldn't have knew when I went live. So I just been waiting for an hour.
Okay. So
okay.
Earlier we touched on the topic of communication and expectations.
Yeah. So you want to tell them? Do you want to tell them like what you called me and asked me, and then we can just go from there so they can catch up, or do you just want to just start off?
Let me get back in my. Okay, so my question to you is, in the dating realm. Hi, in the dating realm, what do you feel is important while dating? Not in a committed relationship, not boyfriend, girlfriend, or anything like that, just dating, seeing what your options are, whatever. So, for example, communication. When I just met you.
Time out. I'm sorry. I'm about to fall out with this motherfucking turban on. Let me take this motherfucker off because it's squeezing my blood cells. Give me one. Matter of fact, I can just do it right here. Never mind. Keep going. I'm about to. I ain't trying to die in front of y'all. You can go. I know you're distracted, but you can go. Yeah. All right. I think I feel a little bit better now. Oh, yeah, I need to check. Hold on, let me take out the chains. Hold on. I feel like the chain. I feel like with the turban, the chain's been perfect. But now with the turban missing, it's too much now. Let's keep that thought. Hold on. That's one. Let's see what that do. Sound like metal. Tin can. Okay. Nah, it's nice. Do it. Hold on. Oh, I feel a lot better. Oh, that look good. Hold on, let me grease my scalp real quick. Oh, never mind. All right, go ahead.
I'll get some common sense while you at it.
Nah, you got it. It was good. All right, I feel better now.
This is a wine cooler.
I was going to ask you, was you sipping on motherfucking Loco?
Got a little more class than that, TK, okay?
Ooh, the shade. I hope Armani looking still. The shade. What's up, though? All right, so what was you saying?
Okay. So the question was, when dating, what do you feel is important? So for example, if I just met you a week ago, we only been talking a week, I've been dating, what is important in dating? Communication, of course. Communication is important.
Yeah.
Expectations.
You know what I noticed? I don't think I've ever dated before.
You've never dated. I know you have never dated. But
I've never dated.
the reason I called you is because you've been in relationships before. We were in a pretty serious relationship. Korea and you and Armani, you and Korea, those were and the one girl you've talked about. Those were not important, serious. What?
You always shady towards that girl, but keep going.
I don't know her name. The one chick.
Yeah.
You know. What's her nationality?
Ethiopian.
That chick.
What up, Corey? What's going on? How you doing?
So, whatever. Anyways, those were So throughout your, I'm trying to be serious because I always want to just talk shit to you, but throughout your venture of dating, what have you discovered is most important?
You talk about throughout my venture of being in a relationship, because I ain't dated, so.
Yes.
Because you don't want to tell me that dating is totally different from being in a relationship. Back in the day, remember I corrected you once. You like, no, dating means you're not in a relationship. So I always thought when somebody say they dating, they in a relationship. So like I say, even with me and you, it's like with me and anybody else. Once I meet you, once we click, we get in a relationship. I've never dated nobody. I don't know how that look like, but as far as what's important to me for being in a relationship, it'd be I thought dating was dating too, but she say dating is not being in a relationship, right? Or is it subjective? Is dating is the word dating subjective?
Okay, let me clarify what dating is. This is why I'm writing this book, because people don't know. The importance of dating is really weighing out your options. Dating is meeting.
I'm too jealous for that. You ain't what you think you gonna be over here soaking up my energy, but I ain't an option. You gonna be over here entertaining him or entertaining the next nigga? Keep going entertain that. I'm that type of nigga. Go over there. You ain't about to be dating for what? You should already know you got the fucking prize when you fuck with me. That's just my personality.
TK.
You just like you knew it. You came home as soon as you laid eyes on me. You was like, I need this nigga.
No, I did not.
So you get it. Let's go.
Stop cutting me off.
Keep going though. Tell us what.
Stop cutting me off.
Tell us what you mean.
Stop cutting me off.
I'm ready. All right. We're gonna have a good, peaceful PK.
That's the goal.
Go ahead. That's the goal.
Somebody just fucking call my name.
See, that's why I don't like to do this shit with her, because she gets so fucking
No, I
distracted.
feel like somebody downstairs is calling my name. I can't ignore it.
It's the name of Jesus, baby. Keep going.
Okay.
So what's dating? What's dating to you?
Dating is weighing options. Oh my God, somebody is calling my name.
What's up, Marlon?
Oh, Malik or Zee?
All right.
Who y'all calling? Y'all say Zee or Malik? Oh my God.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I'm gonna tell y'all what it real. Y'all don't gotta like me. I might not be textbook like Z or no shit like that, right? But what I'm gonna say is, if you fucking somebody,
No, the fuck I don't. My parents aren't even together.
What you talking about?
Somebody said she lived with her parents too.
Nah.
They want to get kicked. I was saying no, I don't.
The way I look at dating is just you just don't want to be committed and you just doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You just out doing whether that means just fucking on people, chilling with people, having people take you out. That's what people do on dating. That's for people who don't want to be committed. Now, I think most people should be like that because I feel like a lot of these people out here don't want to be committed. They just want to have fun. They don't want to settle down and build and really have a fucking family and do all these other type of things. So that's the reason why I don't date. Because I look for people that I can really build and do what the fuck I need to do with. You feel me? So,
Exactly.
Yeah, all that good shit.
So like, damn, I just missed the comment because the comment's going too fast. But somebody said, but you can't go from a stranger to dating. You have to get to know the person. That's the purpose of dating.
Yeah.
The purpose of dating.
Yeah, but you can get to know somebody. You can get to know somebody by talking to them, communicating all the time over the phone with them. You don't got to be always just hooking up with them. And, how you going to get to know somebody when you're dividing how you going to really truly get to know somebody and get somebody your time and your energy when you're dividing up your time and energy between this person, that person. I feel like if I'm interested in you, Z, right? And I'm talking to you at the beginning, just like how it really went. The only person I'm giving my time is you. Now, I probably have Melissa and Katrina before I met you, like, this is some people that I met, but obviously I wasn't interested in them like this. So when you came in my life, I made a decision to choose you. So when I started talking to you, I started giving you all my time and my energy because I had the intentions on us being together because you intrigue me. So that's what I feel like should be dating. But what these motherfuckers call dating nowadays is just going out having fun. Hey, this is a really cute girl. This is a really cute nigga. Fuck him. Go to the club. Fuck with that nigga. Chilling, texting all these type of dudes, all these type of women, and they call it dating. That's not dating. You just being a single person that don't want to be committed. That's how I look at it. Like if you dating somebody, you gotta really truly court that person. And I feel like a lot of people don't do what's textbook. That's all. So I agree most definitely. I feel like you should most definitely get to know somebody because I get to know everybody. I feel like we got to know each other very well. I feel like any relationship I ever been in, I always got to know them, like really get to know them, you know. But I still didn't call that dating. I just feel like that's just me getting to know you. I don't put the title of dating. I think that's where we get confused. I'm not gonna say I'm dating you just because I'm getting to know you. I'm just gonna say I'm getting to know you, and if I want to take it to that next level, we're gonna come to an agreement if that's what we want to do. And we're gonna get in a relationship. That's how I look at it. Go ahead, though. My bad.
You cut me off like 5 times. I'm counting the times before it right now, sir.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet, though. I'm gonna be quiet. You got it.
What you explained is dating. Whether you want to classify it as that or not, that's dating. Getting to know someone until you decide to go further or cut them off is dating. It doesn't mean you have to have multiple people. You can have one person for a week and then decide this ain't for me, and then you can have one person again for X amount of time frame, and then one person again. Some people decide to have multiple people, but what I mean by multiple, it could be 2 or 3 people. And it's just getting to know that person. You don't have to have sex with them. You don't have to go on dates with them. You can be texting. You can have phone conversation. TK, I'm not trying to persuade you to date, sweetheart. I'm clarifying what dating is so I can explain to the viewers what the purpose of our PK was.
No. First of all, you reading into my hand motions because they don't have nothing to do with you. Like it has more so to say that's not what you like. I'm too. I don't know.
You're comparing it to. You're saying that's not for me. Like I'm not doing that. It's not for you to do. I'm just saying I'm clarifying what dating is for people as we discuss it. It doesn't have to be how you date because you're saying I don't date. I just talk to one person and we jump into a relationship. That's fine if that's how you date. That's fine. I'm just clarifying what dating is.
Thank you for clarifying. We appreciate it. I think I just want to thank you on the whole behalf of Vigo for this time for you to give us a true understanding and the meaning of the word dating. And we just want to appreciate you tonight.
You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing the Vigo thing. Don't do the Vigo thing.
Okay. We said we weren't gonna do the Vigo thing. Let's do it like how. Okay. All right, let's talk. Okay. This is me and you. Let's go.
No, it's not. Cause you're gonna do it again. I don't understand why you can't just be normal.
Okay, no, we're gonna be normal. We're gonna be normal, but. So if you're saying I'm describing dating, because you already said I ain't never dated nobody. I said I ain't never dated nobody. You agree? Did we date? Did me and you date?
Yeah, but we dated for a very short time. We didn't meet and say, let's be boyfriend, girlfriend. We didn't do that. We met. We went on a date. We text.
I mean,
we conversed on the phone. It wasn't long.
Yeah.
That's dating, TK. Dating is...
I guess it's dating. I guess we dated before we got in a relationship. That sounds so square. Well, okay.
Because you're focusing on the term dating, but that's what dating is. Dating is trying to figure out, does this person work for me or not? Do I like this person? Am I vibing with this person? Is this person for me? That's what dating is.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sweet Pea. So, in other words, I dated 21 bad bitch because I picked her up and I gave her flowers the other day.
I mean,
so me and 21 bad bitch was dating.
Are you guys dating?
No, I don't got no intentions on being with her though.
Well, then that's not dating. Why did you buy her flowers?
Because she asked me.
Then that's not dating.
I can get 2 for 99 cents.
Well, then that's not dating.
Okay, thank you, Sweet Pea. I appreciate it. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So somebody that you pick up and you buy them nice things and you just go out and you get them a cheeseburger and shit. That's not going out on a date. That's not a date. So now I'm confused because if you take somebody on a date, ain't that dating?
Okay, so this is why one of the chapters is going to be called intentions, because you have to understand what your intention is behind things. If you bought a girl flowers because she wanted flowers, but you really don't care to get to know her for the purpose of like being in a relationship with her or anything that can...
What happened? Why you stop?
Because you sounded like you were going to say something.
No, I ain't saying nothing.
Oh. So that's not dating. Well, guys, TK, I think you look fine. Buy me some flowers and take me somewhere. That's not dating, just because I want you to do something. However, if we have the intention of getting to know each other, I'm checking in.
Thank you, Sweet. Let me follow you, Sweet Pea. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Thank you,
Sweet Pea. I appreciate it.
And if y'all gifted me and I miss it, please forgive me. Please forgive
she ain't
me.
my sister no more.
Okay, so someone said what you and Boss Life did is an example of dating. So I don't really know y'all's story, but maybe that's what you did with her. Maybe you dated her.
Oh, okay. All right. So poly date, it was because it was the poly auditions?
No, auditions is not a form of dating, TK.
But how is that me dating Boss Life when I chose her to be my woman?
Are you guys in a relationship?
Ain't that me just getting into when I chose her to be my woman, we got into a relationship. Straight from the poly auditions. She tried out on the poly auditions and then I chose her to be my woman.
Okay, well let me cut you off for a second.
I don't think that's dating.
Yeah, because you're an exception, okay? You're a little different. You're a lot different.
All right, I'm the golden child.
Thank you.
Cool. I'm just trying to make sure. Cause I'm like, this is kind of a little different for me because I ain't never dated before. I go right into it.
Okay, you're making it so difficult for no reason.
But usually how I do it, because I'm gonna tell you, usually how I do it is I'm a sapiosexual. I love conversation, right? You know that. So what happens is once somebody got me intrigued, I converse with them. I continue to converse. We just always talk, and then we get in a relationship.
Right. That's how you do it.
So,
that's actually.
But I'm saying yes, how I do
I would not recommend that, by the way.
Yeah, but they worked out, like, because even with me and you, usually I have very, like, if I'm intellectually attracted to you, usually I have very long relationships, and we never broke up. To this day, we never broke up. Like, we never got to a point and was like, hey, I don't want to be with you no more. We already know how the story went and all that other shit. We don't got to go into the details. But you didn't know me from a can of paint. I didn't know you from a can of paint. Yeah, I didn't know you from too much of a can of paint, right?
So we still go together?
We started talking and we was attracted. No,
carry on.
Be quiet. So you playing. You doing Bigo shit. You doing Bigo shit. Check this out. So we started talking, and then we went straight into a relationship because it's like when you already know somebody gives you that type of mental stimulation, like that you just not getting with everybody else. Because we do know a lot of people. We're very, I'm social on social media. I'm like this very talkative. you know what's for you. Like you feel like you know what's for you and what's not for you. So a lot of people would have said, Z or Capone, you're moving too fast, right? Because I think you moved in with me after a week, right? A week or two, or it was a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it wasn't long at all.
Like 2 weeks.
I think it was within a month.
And yeah, it was within a month. I met you right after Valentine's Day. By March, y'all had already moved in, and we stayed together. Like we didn't move out. There wasn't no threats about moving out. Like we was having a pretty cool relationship. Then we already know what happened later on. But so it can work that type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like relationships can work that type of way. You just know what you want and what you feel. I feel like you shouldn't put you shouldn't put a lot of labels and titles or even time to it. What you feel, go with it. You know what I'm saying? If it feels authentic to you, that's just how I look at certain things. But then again, I'm a Pisces, so I feel about intuition and discernment. I'm more so on that type of shit than what's so logical, the logical thing to do.
Okay. So, based on your dating experiences, what do you feel is the most important?
What did I tell you over the phone? Just so I can remember. That wasn't like a shot at you.
Over the phone, you told me. No, I didn't take it as a shot. Over the phone, you told me boundaries are important. You told me spirituality is important. You feel a lot of people don't touch on morals and boundaries and spiritual connection. It's very imperative because if one person is a Christian and the other person is a, what did you say?
Muslim.
All right, thank you guys. Yep, a Muslim. It probably would work because.
Or not only that, if somebody is just like a regular person who just wings through life.
Thank you, lady, T Queen.
They don't even got to be in no religion. Honestly, they could just be like an everyday type of person. You got a lot of everyday type of people. I think the majority of folks are just, every day they don't go to church. They don't belong to no church. They're not a Muslim. They probably grew up in church or something, but they just, it's just regular, right? Versus somebody that's into like meditating and doing all these type of things. So what happens is it creates a dynamic that's equally yoked because it's either one side trying to pull the other side or the other side trying to pull the other side. So I think that if you are dating somebody, you need to date somebody that you two guys are spiritually in alignment with. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually in alignment with. I think that's very important.
You know what?
Yeah.
I agree with you in the sense that people don't touch on spirituality.
Yeah.
And I think it's very important because you can be getting to know a person that you genuinely like and you feel like you want to be in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
But then you later discover you're not even the same.
No, that's not. No, I'm saying like I found out this lady.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I found out this lady. Like I really liked her because she looked pretty. Like she looked pretty. She had pretty eyes. And she had such a pretty smile. But she was into witchcraft. So she had a cat. I'm surprised her cat wasn't black. But anyway, keep going.
Exactly what Marlene said. I swallowed wrong. That's why you should date. That's the purpose of dating. Like, and I don't think people really take into consideration the importance of time. Time helps reveal who a person really is. Time really helps reveal, the type of person you're dealing with, what type of characteristics they have, their personality traits, their morals and things of that nature. People don't do that shit. People rush. I feel like, thinking back on our experience, we rushed into our relationship, even though we didn't technically break up. It wasn't like, I don't want to be with you no more. I don't want to be with you either. And things happened the way they happened. I still feel like we rushed into a situation because I could have been fucking psycho. I could have been the type of person that wanted to tear your whole fucking life up. You would have never known.
So now listen to my perspective. I don't think we rushed at all because that wasn't our intention to rush. I think we organically flew with it And who knows, even if we would have took that time, let's say we would have took 5 months or 6 months, you still could have became a psycho when you moved in with me, because you never know who you got until you know who you got. A lot of people like to save face. Some people will never show you something until they right up under you. You see what I'm saying? So you just never know.
Yeah, but that's the importance of time. That's it. Well, we can say what you said about a number of people or a number of things.
Right.
Right? But that's the purpose of time, to allow time to run its course. That's the purpose of dating, to spend time with people. That's the purpose of having conversation. That's the purpose of listening to them when they share their past experiences with people. Because I could be telling you, oh, I dated this one dude, and you could be like, well, what happened with him? Oh, we broke up. Why y'all break up? Oh, he ended up in the hospital. He got something, I don't know. He became paralyzed. And you're like, well, how? Oh, I stabbed him. What happened? And I'm telling you what happened between me and him. Now you know I'm capable of stabbing you. Because I'm shit. What, TK? You just want to speak so bad.
No, I think what we're saying is the same thing, but I'm noticing that it can come in both ways. What I mean by that, you gotta. What I'm trying to explain to you is it all comes down to the individual that you are dating. Me, I'm very talkative. So if you're communicating constantly, you'll find out everything that you need to know, everything that you can know. Put it like that, everything that you can know. Certain things you can't know unless you're in that type of space with each other. Until you're living like with me and you, we talk, we knew everything. There's just certain things that you can't experience until it's time for you to experience. Like, so if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'm getting to know somebody, the conversations, we're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna talk more than new tonight. When I'm attracted to somebody mentally, we're gonna always talk. I'm always gonna be on the phone with them, FaceTime with them. We're gonna talk about every fucking thing. So the conversation's always gonna be there. You're gonna learn what you like about this person and what you don't like about this person, right? But what I'm saying is there's certain things that you cannot learn about somebody until you're in that space. There's certain things you can't. Life has taught me that. So even in time, you can say, oh, well, continue to date in time. What ends up happening is now you grew an attachment to that person, and now it's even harder to let that go. And now you're going to suppress the thoughts that, hey, you know that these are red flags, but now that I got an attachment to this person because of time, boom. When you could have,
you don't think it'll be stronger when you live with, if you're under a person like that?
I think that if somebody, see, I only know from my own experiences, so it's kind of hard to explain it to a crowd of people right now, because I think we all pull from our own experiences, you know what I'm saying? So I only can speak to my own experiences. I've been with people to where I've waited 6 months, I waited 8 months, and guess what, to this day, we still waiting. You know what I'm saying? Nothing ever transpired from it. Not because it was a bad person. It's just because it just never happened. I can give you a example. Lotus. Lotus is a cool woman. Beautiful soul. Beautiful soul. Good woman. I've been knowing her since the first party auditions. But that's all it's ever been. It's just waiting. You get what I'm saying? So it can happen that way too. But when you know what, like I don't know. I just see certain things differently. I feel like time is an illusion. You know, I feel like you go off of what you collect all your data that you need to collect, and you pray about it and be spirit led and have discernment when it comes down to a relationship. And your discernment, if you're in alignment with the Most High, is going to show you and direct you who you should talk to and who you shouldn't. But when we're not living a life that's spirit led or with spirituality, that's when we tend to be more led by our ego, our lust, our flesh when it comes down to, relationships. And that's what gets us into these bonds and strongholds. That's just my perspective on it.
I agree and I disagree. I agree to an extent because I do believe, yes, you're supposed to follow your intuition. You're supposed to gather whatever information you need to make an informative decision, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But we meet people every day who shows up with their presentation face on. They show up presenting to be a certain type of way, acting a certain type of way, speaking a certain type of way. That's their presentation. But if I just jump into a situation with a person because he seems like, thank you, Kiki, because he seems like, oh my God, this is what I want. He seems so right and everything is so magnetic and oh my God, I love this person. It's got to be my person. It's got to be my person. Now I'm dating somebody who's going to be my stalker in the future because I didn't take time to really get to know this person.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it like this, okay. And you're not gonna like what I'm about to say. Because it's hard. Like, whenever it applies to you, because it applies to myself, whenever it applies to you, a lot of people don't like to hear this. I think that you shouldn't date if there's going to be sex involved. You shouldn't date.
Wait, repeat that again? You feel like what?
I feel like if you're just trying to get to know somebody, just get to know that person without the physicality. Because that's going to...
I mean, you can have sex however you date, however you choose to date.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's kind of like... It's like... The way I look at it, like I said, I'm all on a spiritual thing with soul ties. So it's kind of like, oh, I don't want to be committed, but I want to be able to explore this beautiful thing of this intimacy that we have. To me, I feel like you should have more love for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And for what y'all really trying to build. Like, if you want to build something on a strong foundation, if you're saying you want to give your time to somebody and you want to see if this is the person in the red flags, then you got to look at yourself too, what you allow in the dating process. That's the part that nobody want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's not about how you date. It's more so about what you want. Do you want the same experiences? Because if you approach everything in the same way, you're going to get the same things and the same results. And you're just going to perpetuate the same cycle and the same patterns. So if we're honest with ourselves, it's a certain way that you're supposed to date. When you like me growing up in Christianity, we're supposed to court people. We're not even supposed to go out to spots alone with each other. Go to a Starbucks, and if you go to the movies, make sure you're taking all your people in a group setting. Do things like that. That's when you truly get to court somebody and get to know somebody from a high vibrational sense, like a high vibration. And those type of relationships tend to work a little bit more. But once you start putting in the flesh and getting these strongholds, the arguments, because now sex and that soul tie has arisen. And, God is not in the center of that. And I don't know, nobody don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. But, we can, you can disagree with me, though.
Somebody said, can you date for a year? You can date for as long as you choose to date. You date, first of all, dating can be based on the terms that you set for yourself if it works for you. If it works for you. Like TK is saying a whole bunch of shit that works for him. I date differently. That's what works for me and that's what works for him. So you date according to what works for you. Follow your intuition and date for as long as you feel is necessary until you feel like you want to have something more than just what it is. You want a committed relationship or you want to be exclusive with this person. No, it's not a certain time. What?
But it goes back to what I'll be saying, though. A lot of women, that's when women be saying, oh, this nigga over here, he want to have sex with me, but he don't want commitment. You know what I'm saying? And it can be vice versa. You start dating somebody, but then they don't understand that, but that's what you set everything on. So when I was on the phone with you, I said there's certain standards that should be up there, certain boundaries. That should be a boundary. Because usually people are looking for a committed relationship. But if you're already giving up everything, you're already giving everything. What is it to be committed to in some people's eyes? You kind of get what I'm saying? You're already getting everything for free $99. You know what I'm saying? So if I know that I don't got to be committed to you, but I can have your mind, I can have your body anytime I want to, and I can do this, that's what a lot of people tend to do. And that's why I don't go through that process. If I know I want my woman, I'm going to want you to be my woman. I'm going to want to be your man. I'm going to want to treat you as such as, so we can get this thing going with each other. But that's me, though. I know a lot of people ain't on that shit. A lot of people just like to, have this nigga lined up, have that nigga lined up, have this female lined up, have that female lined up. I get it. Everybody different. But it's all about what you want in life. You want to have fun, we ain't getting no younger.
I don't treat somebody I'm dating to the same capacity as someone that I'm in a committed relationship with. I'm not treating you with less respect. I'm not, but if this is my man, I'm doing more for my man than someone I'm just dating. Now, if I've been dating you for a minute and I feel that our bond is growing and we're getting to know each other more
and we're growing more fond of each other, and I'm becoming more comfortable. Like, we're getting there. It's different than when you first meet a person, and then over time, you getting better with a person. Thank you so much, Kiki. Thank you, baby.
Hold on.
I'm about to bite my taco. That somebody said was bland. It got more flavor in it than they like.
All right, my bad. But yeah, it's interesting. I knew the conversation would be interesting. That's why, I'm glad we got to talk about it, because it's a different perspective. She always hit me randomly with these weird ass. This is randomly. That was just random. I'm laying out in bed. So, but it was a good question. It's a good question. It was a good question.
I said to myself, we had hoes before. We was going out of town.
But the reason why it's random, because it's not like we talk. I don't know. That's your first time calling me on the phone? You don't know? I can't remember. My bad. Because I know we did the PK a week ago.
A long time ago. We'll say that. A long time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you just randomly called and said that. We didn't say nothing else. But we talked about that, and I'm like, okay, I know this about to be a good conversation.
That's true. Because let me tell you why. We don't, I know it's going to sound crazy, but we don't like fake. We don't talk on a regular basis. We not always keeping in touch with each other. So it don't really make, and let me tell you something. I have to say this too, because I haven't said this to you, but I think I've mentioned it a time or two. Thank you. Remember when my friend passed away?
Yeah.
Do you remember when I told you, you know what, TK? Despite our history, you my friend. And if you call me, I'm going to answer. And if you text me, I'm going to text back. And I'm going to make sure if you hit me up, I'm going to hit you back. Because remember, we had that conversation. Thank you. Do you remember we had that conversation? There's something after that upset me. I don't remember what it is.
Yes, you do.
But it upset me. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't the time when we was live and we got into it. I think it was the time before. It might have been that. You're right. It might have been that time. But anyways, it ain't no point of calling you, asking you, are you good? You okay? Do you need something? With what?
No, go ahead. I'll keep on cutting you off. I apologize. Keep on.
You ain't sorry. What'd you say?
All right.
Apology, change behavior.
But you got an awesome. We doing this for Vigo now? Are we doing this for Vigo?
I was being honest.
But I also, without putting too much of my business out there, but I also didn't do that because out of respect. You get what I'm saying? That's the reason why I didn't follow.
You didn't do what? Out of respect for what?
Remember I told you over the phone, like, out of respect.
Oh, your relationship.
But thank you. I wasn't even trying to throw it out like that. I was just trying to talk to you subliminally. But I was creating a boundary. That was me creating a boundary with that, because that's what, the person I was dealing with wanted. So that's the reason why I wasn't doing that. And I know we had our, understanding about it.
You know what? That's fair.
That's the only reason.
That's fair. That's important. And that's a mature response. Because if I was in a relationship with someone who was conversing with their ex, I think I might feel some type of way too. But, I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that we don't be on our time. We just converse and go about our day. It's all right going.
But at the same time, if your dude was like, I feel uncomfortable with it, then I think that you would probably respect him.
I'm going to respect his wishes. Yeah, I'm going to respect his wishes. As opposed to somebody I'm dating.
That's something different. Yeah. But me,
I'm not
gonna lie though, but this is me. I don't know if it's the alpha. I don't know if it had anything to do with alpha or just me and my personality. But if I'm dating you and I'm interested in you and I know I want to be with you, and we ain't gave ourselves the title or not, hey, nah, we hanging that up. When you talk to that, nah, we gonna hang that up. We ain't doing none of that. Yeah, and if you still want to
naturally, let me say this.
all right, go ahead. If you still want to entertain that, then you can entertain that, and then I'm just gonna go my way. That's how I am.
Naturally, why would you put a K in the class? Stop being a hater, JT. Jesus Christ. Naturally, when a person, like if I'm talking to you and I'm talking to somebody else, if I'm starting to feel more close to you and I'm starting to feel you more than the other person, naturally I'm gonna cut that person off regardless, because I feel like I'm liking you more, I'm getting to know you more, like I like you more.
Somewhere.
So
I'm getting somewhere. That's real.
yeah, but you were originally saying, "Oh, I don't do that. I don't go from this person to this person," which is crazy because there's people who do that and they be in relationships. They be in full blown relationships and they not supposed to be entertaining other people when they do. So that's the purpose of dating. You have the right to do that. You have the right. If I'm not in a relationship with nobody, I'm not committed to nobody, I'm free. I'm able to talk to who I want to talk to. I'm able to get to know you. I can have a 2-hour conversation with you, and if a nigga texts me in the process, I can respond to him and not be in the wrong for doing it. Now, if I'm liking you more, naturally in my mind, I might feel like, oh, I want to cut this person off because I'm really vibing with this person over here. That's the purpose of dating. Like you're trying to figure out what you want or who you want. I mean, before you date, you should actually know what you want.
Right.
You should have an idea of what you want.
Before you date, never mind. It's okay. Everybody's different. Everybody's different.
What you was going to say before you date? What the mental health thing? Because we can get into that too.
Yeah, I think it's very. But that's like I said. Once again, this is me. This is all from me. Everybody's different. I think that. I don't know. I think that's where I go wrong at thinking everybody wants the same thing. Like people want to be in healthy relationships. You know what I'm saying? Even though they might say that people want a healthy life, but I feel like there's a lot of shit you should do before even dating. You shouldn't bring that mess or that garbage. So like what I've been doing, like I said earlier in my broadcast before I lined up with you, because a lot of people was talking about, old girl or whatever, whatnot, and I was just telling her, I'm happy for her. I'm happy that she finally get what brings her whatever happiness, or whatever that may look like to her. However, for me, I'm more happy for myself because of my healing and my growth. Because I feel like anybody that I'm involved in my space with, whether that's Vigo, whether that's a new relationship, whether that's my music, it deserves me to be in a good place. It deserves my best energy, my best me as a man. And I know I can't give that if I'm not healed, if I'm not at peace. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not staying in a place where I got happiness derived off myself and I got joy off of me and not trying to derive it from something external for myself. You see what I'm saying? So, but that's me. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning that that is where I'm at this journey, because I wasn't always like that. I try to look at the rebound king. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know me. I got all kinds of females that want me. But what the fuck is that going to do for my personal growth? What's it going to do for my elevation mentally, spiritually, and emotionally? What is it going to do for my healing? That's not going to do shit for me. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think it's very important to work on your mental health, to heal, so you can be the best vibration on this human experience that you can be. So yeah, we can talk about it if you want to.
How would you say a person determines if they even need to heal? Because there's a lot of people who don't think there's anything wrong with them. There's a lot of people, like I told you earlier, there's a lot of people in life who's out here dating and they're not even in the space to be dating. They don't have the mental capacity to be dating. They're not in the right, they're not healed. They're not in the right mental space. They're not in the right living condition. They're not in any type of position to be out here trying to invite anybody new in their life. So a person who thinks, I'm about to go out here and find my next boyfriend, or I'm about to be out here find my next bitch. Like, how does a person know if they even need to heal from anything? In your opinion, people.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, and we might beg to differ, but when somebody needs to heal, deep down they know they need to heal. However, it's a scary thing It's a very scary thing to sit down and face it. Or either they may, you know what? They may know they need to heal, but they may lie to themselves about the way to heal. They may think healing is doing this or being distracted or having fun or, you know what I'm saying? They may think that's a part of healing. Oh, yeah, well, I heal this way. You know what I'm saying? However, you know, so I think people know. I think they know. Now, that's spiritual. No, but that's for people who are spiritual. Now, if you're not spiritual or nothing like that, and you just winging life, you ain't gonna know shit. You ain't gonna, because you don't have that conscience. You don't have self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna know. But if somebody that's spiritually inclined, but they just kind of like going through certain things, you know what I'm saying, that causes pain in their life, they may know they need to heal, but at the same time, they might want to pacify themselves with something temporary.
I think there's people who said what you said. Either they don't know where to start healing, they pacify it by doing other things and think that they're healing, but they're not. Some people suppress their emotions or their experiences, et cetera, right? But I also think there are people who don't think there's anything wrong with them and they don't need to heal from anything. Those are the people I was more so referring to. And the reason I say that, I know there's people that exist out in the world like that, is because I refer back to a woman that I know. We call them victimizers. The person who thinks that, thank you, babe. The person who thinks that everything that happens to them is everybody else's fault. Or whenever something fucked up happens in their life, they think it's somebody else's bad. They didn't do nothing wrong. I was right, but I did this, but I said this, but them, but you. They don't never look at self. They don't never look at what their involvement in the situation is. So if you're the type of person who thinks you're the thank you, Enforcer, who thinks that you're the victim in every experience, every time you get fucked over, you don't think, accountability. You don't take no accountability for what happens to you. You think it's everybody else's fault. How does that type of person determine if they need healing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of those people. But I do know some people that, like I said, I only can speak from certain experiences with people throughout relationships, and I do know that I've had people who most definitely didn't see anything outside themselves, and they didn't think they needed anything to do with healing. They didn't never take no accountability. But I also had people who knew they needed healing, but they still didn't take accountability. But they know they need to take some type of, they need healing, but they still not taking accountability for certain. Like their healing is more so like, to them is like, okay, well, I'm hurt, so I need to heal from the hurt. Not so much the healing of like, damn, I need to heal from certain things that led up to these actions because I played a role in this. It's not from that aspect. But the thing about true healing is going to make you face that. That's the thing. You're going to get to a place of taking true accountability when you really do sit down and do the healing, because you're going to really be able to see some things that was underneath the surface that wasn't so much ego-based. See, a lot of us is ran by our ego. And our ego gives us the false sense of self that makes it, but we think it's our true self. And it tells us everything, it feeds everything to our mind, and we just go off of it like, yep, that's right, it's not my fault, it's not this. And we go every motherfucking day, not even knowing that you're not even tapped into your God conscious in the first place to even take accountability, because when you do it, it makes you feel some type of way because it's pulling on your ego. It's a threat to your ego. So I just think that, like, once again, I don't know, everybody's different. It's on an individual basis, honestly.
You didn't answer my question, but I appreciate your response.
What's your question? My bad. What's your question? What's up, Kilo? What's going on?
I ain't telling you.
To get more money. I don't know. I'm just a little bit of shade. What you be? It's not the temperature has changed a little bit tonight. I don't know what's up. But if you want to come up here, I'll add you. But I'll answer your question. In any relationship, you said TKO, so everybody who you had was their fault. I don't even understand why you would ask a question like that, because I'm a person who takes accountability. I've always said that any type of relationship in anything, it's always been led up back to me. especially when you being the man that's in the relationship. So I don't understand why you would say that if we're sitting up for talk about me taking my time to take the healing and taking accountability and all these other type of things. Obviously, that would be the opposite, you know.
I don't think TK only talks to me when he's beefing with anybody. I stayed the night at his house with Korea and Armani there, just to clarify.
All right, so look. Well, first of all, I don't know who is behind these pages, but did I line up with you? Did I line up with you the other day? 5 days ago? Did I line up with you first? Yeah. I mean, did I request to line up with you, or did you request to line up with me?
I requested to line up with you.
Okay. And today when we was doing this organic talking and stuff like that, we already admitted that, like so, because people think that there's so much shit I can actually do.
Why does it matter? Let me clarify. Let me answer that.
Because they think that I do certain things, but this is not the way to do it, because me and her is not trying to be in a relationship with each other. Like, it's women that's trying to be in a relationship. It's women that's, there's so much stuff that I can do, but I don't do that. I'm not a vindictive or subliminal, because a part of healing is really, you're not trying to attach yourself to no type of energy or do anything with the intentions to try to, like, when you really release something, you release it. So any moves I'm making in my life is for me and for my own growth and for my own peace. I'm not worried about nobody outside of myself, no shade to nobody. I hope they happy in their own life. But when I make a move, I'm making the moves for myself. I'm not doing shit. I'm not doing no subliminal shit. I'm not doing something that makes somebody jealous. I actually get off the internet. So if you see me, I'm actually been low key lately. All right, so they don't even sound right. But go ahead and give me your opinion on it. I know you're about to give your opinion on it.
What I was about to say was the purpose of you saying that I line up with you was because the other day when we lined, I did request you. It was because somebody asked me to, but I did request you because I could have said no, but I didn't. Taking accountability, I requested you to PK me, and then even today, us PKing right now, I called you.
Yeah, nothing, man. Nothing's wrong with that. Cause I could do the opposite. I could request you, but it's people always. That's why I said, like, everybody always creates a narrative about me because they don't know what's really going on. They don't know what's going on in the background with whatever situation that I'm dealing with. It just looks a certain type of way, so they think that I'm. This is a way that I'm trying to, like, what? That girl ain't worried about me. That girl happy doing whatever the fuck she got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm showing that this wouldn't be the way that I'm trying to get attention. Like, what? If that's the, never mind. But it's just that I don't communicate a lot. You know, I don't be in my ego and I don't explain shit in totality. So a lot of people gonna run with whatever narrative, but this wouldn't be the way to do it. If I want to turn up, I know how to turn up, but for what? That's not gonna promote my healing. That's not gonna help me grow as a man. That's not what I want to do, and that's not what I want for my life. Right now, I just want to focus on what the fuck I got going on. And for that person to say that I'm born without women, who said I didn't have women? I want to know. I really want to answer that question. Who said that I'm single? Who said that I'm alone? And who said I ain't got women right now? What? You don't see nobody around me? Keep looking. But anyway, but what was you saying? Let's get back. Let's get back to what we were saying. Now I'm still in the process, Nurse Mackie. I'm like 75%. I'm still in the process, especially people don't understand. I'm honest. I'm transparent. I don't try to front. I ain't trying to front like a nigga just, you know what I'm saying? Like on a whole different level right now, man. I'm growing through it right now. And this shit looks different every motherfucking day. One day it may look like this, and the next day it might look like this to me. You know what I'm saying? One day it looks very, 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 very promising. The next day it may look like, God damn, I thought I was past this part. So, yeah, that's the whole process of healing, though. Just know that I'm doing what the fuck I need to do. Yeah, well, I feel like it's best for me, and I'm taking care of myself. yeah, I'm loving myself right now. It's a good feeling. Some people should try it. What's up? Why you getting quiet though? What's up? This ain't about me.
Oh, it's very much. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we talking about it now.
Before a person chooses to date, what do you feel they should have lined up first?
They income taxes.
For example.
Oh, my bad.
For example.
My bad.
Spirituality. Should they be spiritually in line within themselves? Should they be healed first? What do you feel? Finances. Kisses. A person can be broke, but still be in a great place. I love the comments coming through. I'm sorry. Let me just acknowledge the comments. I love comments in my life. I know TK got more viewers on his side than I have on mine, but that's fine. I love when people comment. It makes me feel like I'm not doing it by myself. So I appreciate those of you who are actually addressing my question. So thank you, love. Thank you. Well, that wasn't even a comment. That was shade. Okay, but anyways, for those of you that are actually addressing the question, thank you so much. Being able to listen, I don't think, I mean, finances are important. I don't feel like you absolutely positively have to have your finances in order before you date. But TK?
I would think that, well, I already said spirituality. I got to be equally yoked. You know, I think that should be the foundation of any relationship where you at spiritually with it. I know a lot of people who don't give a fuck about shit like that, but that's why a lot of shit don't work out. All right, so spirituality, I would say, what else? You said what?
Someone said being over your ex.
Yeah, second. I mean, well, yeah, I think this is even like, yeah, you got to be healed. It's certain. See, that's another thing. When you go through healing, it's certain. You're not even going to accept it. Like, you're going to be able to be in a conversation with somebody to know what you don't like. Me, I've talked to so many women, right? And it seems like every woman tells me something very similar. Like, very similar. Like, they went through this nigga did this, that did that, and all this other, like, it's all the same story, right? And the first thing that tells a guy like me, especially that's went through some healing, because I'm not going to bring that into a conversation with anybody I'm talking to. You know, if I'm healing over that, it tells me that they're not healed. It tells me that they have the same baggage, they have the same fears, and all that stuff is going to spill over in whatever we're trying to build. So what I do is I just disconnect myself, because that's me having love for myself, because I already know what I don't want. It's off the first second, so you should most definitely be healed from your baggage. For somebody of my caliber, now, if you got most men who don't give a fuck about that, who just want to fuck you, who just want to hang out with you, who ain't spiritual, who ain't mental, none of that shit. All you been through that, they gonna want to rub your ass and make you feel better about it. But if you're trying to build with somebody and have longevity, I think that you should most definitely be in a mental space to where you're healed first. And because I want all of you. If you're gonna be my woman, I want all of you. I want your mind. I don't want your resentment. I don't want your unforgiveness from your past relationship. I don't want the pain and the hurt that comes with you. I want a healed woman, because you know what? Right now, I'm taking out my time to be healed as a healed man, and I'm gonna give you all of me. So if I'm gonna give you all of me, I want to be reciprocated. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's very important that both parties should most definitely be healed, if that's the type of relationship you want. What you think about that? You ain't thought?
Yeah, because if I am educating a person on dating, right? Let's say it's a person who has never dated, or a person who is getting into dating after a long period of time. And I'm saying to them, before you date, you need to be in this type of space. I'm just considering what you're saying. And what I hear you saying is they should be in a healthy spiritual mental state, and you were expressing why that's important.
Yes, indeed. Oh, you writing down notes right now? Okay, cool.
I was just trying to understand. That's why that was important. Just gathering my thoughts about it, because that was why I called you. Y'all, I know some of y'all don't too much care for TKO, but I called the homie because sometimes it be making a lot of sense. He be hitting points sometimes. He be.
Thank you, you know what I'm saying? You don't feel me. You know, I'm a little knowledgeable, you know.
Sometimes he be making sense, okay? Not all the time. I think he is so off board with the whole dating thing. Like, I think that's off. But, sometimes he, like, before I called y'all, Jesus Christ. Before I got on live with y'all, and it was just us two on the phone, I got some shit down here. I was writing shit down. And
hey, do me a favor. I'm gonna do what you did the other day. Can you mute Beauty Love for me? Can you mute Beauty Love for me?
Beauty Love? Okay, I don't know that name, so they don't love me.
Yeah. Thank you for muting that person for me.
What was they doing?
I'll be back because they want my attention so bad.
Oh man.
They want my attention.
Throwing shade?
I'll be back. All right, go ahead. Listen, I'll be back. All right, go ahead.
Sorry, Beauty Love. I don't know you, babe. Your name does not look familiar. I don't think you ever be on my lives. That's why I had to just grant it. But had you been a real somebody that be watching my shit, I know that you probably would have respected me enough if I would have said, please stop shading TK. You would have just said, you know what, Zee, I'll do it. But I think you here just to troll him.
Somebody they went to your side just to get my attention. So they got my attention.
They'll be back, I'm sure. They're going to come into another page. They want to.
What were you saying? I will finish your thought.
What you say? It's so hot. What are my thoughts?
I said, I thought you were saying something. Oh, no, you were just saying how much you just admire me for being.
I was not fucking saying that. No, you are not.
You can always do it.
But I will say this.
And I just want to tell you how I appreciate it.
You know you don't. I will say this. I will say.
Yeah.
You are one of the most interesting men in my life to talk to.
Hold on. You trying to downplay me? Oh, God. Interesting. A motherfucking turtle.
Well, because we don't always. Well, the reason I'm saying interesting is because I feel like my father is the wisest man in my life. My father knows me like the back of my hand. My father knows me more than anybody else in my life, I will say. So he is the wisest. And we don't talk as much. But anyways, what I was going to say is the reason I say the most interesting is because we don't always see eye to eye on topics. We usually, or often, we'll often agree to disagree. You have an opposing opinion than I do. And you'll say, I disagree with that. But we challenge each other. And that's what makes it interesting is because you can say something and I can say something and then we can challenge each other on it. And then we can still, you can pour your opinion. I'll pour my opinion. We go back and forth. That's interesting to me. We're intellectually inclined like that. We both you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying.
It's a healthy debate.
Yeah, that's why it's interesting because I like those type of conversations. There's not many people in my life I can probably say, but other than you, I mean, there's not too many people in my life I can have those type of conversations about or have those type of conversations with. So that's why I say it's interesting. Not because I always agree with you or because I think you're always right, because a lot of times I think you're wrong, but I can respectfully disagree. And you...
Well, see, that's what you're wrong at right now. Because it's not about being wrong or right. Because sometimes when you give your opinion, it's not really about being wrong. It's all about your perspective.
Well, yeah, it absolutely is about perspective. Perspective is everything. And is he in my life? He is in my life. Thank you, babe. He's not someone heavy in my... Thank you. Who is that loving on me? I appreciate it. He's not heavy
in my life. Like, we don't talk every day or all the time, but he's someone in my life. Even if I seen him once every 6 months, he's still in my life. He's just not there all the time. Anyways, collective consciousness heals the community.
Can we get Z to talk? Because you know when you start reading the comments, you get so off course. Thank you, Jay Nelly. Please let this woman talk, y'all, because she's.
Well, in other words, when I'm talking, don't comment. That's what he's saying in the most polite way possible. When Z is talking, please don't make any comments because.
You're making a good point because we was getting somewhere. I feel like we was getting somewhere. You had post something. I think we was getting somewhere.
I'm always getting somewhere. Because she said she's winning, and I was going to say something, and I thought about it, and I was like, don't say nothing, Z. Just be quiet. Just be quiet. Where were we?
It's hot. Yeah, you got to answer that question.
What question? Let me think about it. What the fuck do they mean by pages? And I'm not swiping no comments because I like to read the comments. I just get sidetracked.
All right, y'all. So this fight where it's a little close.
That's where we were getting. You like the fact that you were receiving your flowers. Thank you.
Oh yeah. No, I appreciate it. I was just being.
No, you're serious. He wants his flowers. Let's give Big Daddy his flowers. Okay. So. Yeah. You liked it.
Yeah, talk about how men work off facts. Excuse me. Talk about how men work.
We talked about that earlier.
Thank you so much, Jay Nelly. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Miss.
You talking about what?
Oh, wait, hold up. Missy. I appreciate you, baby. And we talked about how. Well, we talked about emotions in general, how women are more emotionally influenced. And we talked about how men and women are both emotional. But women are more emotional than men, of course. We talked about that. This is what I think about emotions, y'all. This is just my personal opinion. But TK, by all means, feel free to express yourself because I know you're going to with it without my permission. But I feel like I know it's okay to feel whatever it is you're going to feel. Emotions are good. But I feel please women, can we try to be more logical about where we and how we apply our emotions? Truthfully and genuinely. We get so upset because something's not going our way. We get so emotional because something's not happening the way that we want it to. He's not acting the way that we want him to act. He's still fucking with his ex-bitch. Instead of you trying harder, for example, TK, if me and you are dating, are you listening? Because you look like you're not listening. You're going to piss me off right now. Are you listening?
I am listening. You always listen to me talk. What you mean? You know better than that. I'm just, I was like, somebody said emotions make me cry sometime. I had to let them know that was my gym right there. That was a throwback.
Maybe reading the comments.
What's going on? Okay, my bad. Let me get my everybody.
If you and I are dating and you still entertaining somebody else, which is fine because you have that right if you're dating, right? And I feel you should stop talking to whoever this other person is, but you haven't. I feel instead of getting upset because you keep fucking with this person even though I don't want you to, I should try to be a little more logical and maybe just stop fucking with you instead of hoping that you'll just stop talking to this person. What are you clapping for?
Right, because that's how I would have handled it. Because I feel like, don't get me wrong, I might express something to you to at least give you an understanding on what I feel, how I feel like I value what we got going on. However, if you're not already making that move, kind of like what you said earlier, because you should already, if it's not mutual to where you want to let go of some other things, then I'm just going to go ahead and get my energies somewhere else. So it's like, that's a logical thing. But, what a woman would usually do is a woman wouldn't walk away. A woman wouldn't do the logical thing. A woman would be like, well, nah, I want to emotional thing. And I'm not saying that's for all women. I'm not saying that's for all men. But that's just how it go.
General sense.
From a general sense.
Damn, somebody lit you up over there. I'm jealous. That's crazy.
Babe, honey, you know we on the same time. She ain't up late. It's only 11 o'clock.
Well,
We all on the same time.
Babe,
She was out in Cali too.
Babe Honey knows I don't be like this late. This is late for me. I be at 11 in the morning, not 11 at night. So she's absolutely right. I'm not used to seeing her this late. Me neither. I try not. Let me tell you something. I try not to even look at Bigo after a certain time because I get caught up in bullshit, watching and commenting, and then I want to get up and be a part of the lives and all that shit. I try not to even look at Bigo after a certain time. I'm grabbing my shit to be right back to troll. Damn, I'll be right back to troll. You like my chakras?
No, but
You can look at them. You like them?
yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you on the phone about what you should be. Yeah, cause yeah.
Me?
You know, I gotta intellectually spank your tail about something.
Me?
Yeah.
Listen,
But it's only gonna help you though.
Oh shit.
It's only gonna help you. It's so funny.
Is it about somebody else or is it about me? Does it have something to do with somebody else or just solely me?
No, it has everything to do with that on the back of your wall and the knowledge that you have about it.
Oh, you know what? Don't even worry about it because I'm getting rid of it. Just don't even.
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Just save your breath. You don't even gotta tell me. Just save your breath on it. I am getting rid of it. I'm getting rid of. But it sucks because this picture is not old. You see, it's still got the creases in it from when it was photed. And it's huge as fuck. It's longer than my hand spread out. But I'm gonna get rid of my chakra photo, and I have the what's the name on the other side is beautiful. I'm getting rid of both of them. You should be a psychologist, Zee. How the fuck should?
Why you getting rid of it?
Because I'm getting rid of it because I'm going to revert back to Christianity.
Oh my God, for real?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? But look, let me give you some understanding, love. First of all, hold on. All jokes aside, fuck the Bigo shit. Man, that's beautiful to hear. I'm really glad.
Don't make me emotional, TK, because I haven't talked to nobody about it, really. I've been really to myself about it. Yeah. I've just been doing my own shit by myself about it.
That's what's up, Pisces.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. It's really beautiful, though. Like, for real, I'm about to cry. But anyway, let me tell you this. All right, so it's good to be balanced. It's good. What I mean is religiosity is good to have, but also spirituality, both. And what happens is sometimes when we get so far into the spirituality, we forget the basic principles of Christianity and righteousness and things of that nature. And sometimes when we get too far deep into Christianity, we forget the basic things of spirituality. Like we always praying outside of ourselves to a God. When God is omnipotent, God is omnipresent, God is on the inside. That's more of the spiritual things that a lot of the Christianity that you don't teach. So when it comes down to chakras, you can be in Christianity and still be somebody who meditate. That's what they don't teach you. They say meditate on God's word, but also God's word say be still, have a sound mind. You know what I'm saying? So these are things you just have to. We'll talk on the back end about balance. So you don't have to. It's not like a line. See, they'll teach you that it's a line of some new age crap. That's not what's going on. It's just spirituality can help you find yourself. Can help you look within. Christianity can just point you to, righteousness, what's good, what's bad, what's this, what's that. So you got to know how to balance the two. But don't forsake either one.
So do y'all hear what this man just said? He made a lot of sense just now. That's why I said he's interesting to talk to. But okay, so I'm gonna share why. So why? Okay, so you remember when I was a Christian? I was with you when I was a Christian.
I didn't stop practicing Christianity and start practicing only spirituality until after I left our relationship, or after our relationship, split or whatever. I got into what?
No, I'm just saying. Wow, I never knew that. I know you started getting into crystals and stuff when I was like in prison. I heard you had crystals.
We wasn't together no more. Yeah, so that was around that time. It wasn't because we were no longer together, but that was just the time frame. Right. Yeah. And because when we were together, that was when Armani and I was looking for a church home, and we were going to church, and we were praying and stuff like that.
We found one. We found a good church. I go every Sunday now. I done went 3 Sundays in a row.
Recently?
Every Sunday. Every Sunday I'm in church. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Last Sunday, me and Armani went last Sunday.
I bet she loves that, because let me tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all know, Armani loved God. Armani loved her some God. That woman right there. TK got some stories of his own as well. That woman right there, love her some God. So, anyways, I got so heavy into spirituality, and I started buying my crystals. I got my little rose quartz right here. Like, I got another one right here. Because I love love. Those are stones for love. And I started buying sage, and I got my little tiger's eye and stuff like that, and buying a whole bunch of chakra bracelets and all that shit. I was so into spirituality, I started completely just believing and praying to crystals. And I didn't like that. Because I knew in my heart I still believed in God, but I didn't practice it. I wasn't speaking it. It was just residing in my heart. I didn't like how far away I had become. I just feel like the energy that I pour into crystals, and how I can pray, like, for example, the pink stone that I showed, those are for love. I feel like the energy and the praying that I pour into stones, in crystals, I can pour into Christ. I'd rather it just come from him. I'd rather just ask him for my necessities and what I need, and pour all of that into him and allow it to come from him, than thinking that I can do everything through myself and the crystals I go to a store and buy, not knowing where they come from, because he's within everything anyways. So if he can be within a crystal, and I can believe it's going to come through this crystal I put under my pillow or whatever, then it can come through him. So it's not something I really want to elaborate on. I really don't like to talk about religion or anything like that, spirituality, but for that reason, I'm going to get rid of my chakra and all my little pictures.
What I would say to you is, first of all, thank you for being transparent. I know being emotionally vulnerable in front of a lot of people, that can be, kind of challenging. But thank you for being transparent, because you don't know who you're helping right now. You know what I'm saying? Just for me to hear that, I'm like, what? You already know how I feel about this type of stuff. So just the fact that you're doing it, it's a beautiful thing. Secondly, I want to ask you, I know you said that when I asked you what got you started, you said something like, to the point that you was praying all the stuff that you was praying with stones, you can do it to Christ. But my specific question is, like, what was the wake up call? Like, what did anything wake you up? Like, did you see something? Was you watching TV?
Oh yeah, let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
My sister, the one you like.
My baby?
Yeah, the white girl.
She ain't no white girl.
I got a real life sister that's white. She is white. She don't got no motherfucking melanin in her. She whiter than Armani.
She mixed.
That girl white. She's white.
She got a nigga in her.
Yeah, when they fucking. Okay, so anyways. My sister sent me a TikTok. She sent me a TikTok video of this lady who was telling her story. She said, I'm telling you what she said in the video.
She said, y'all, I have to tell y'all what happened to me. I have to tell you what happened to me in real life. This is a real story. She said I had to do surgery. She went to go do surgery. And during the surgery process, I don't know what type of surgery she had, but during this surgery process, she was fighting for her life. She said, while I was fighting for my life, I guess she had flatlined or something like that. I don't know. But she seen God. And God told her, you're about to die. And she was like, no, but I have kids, my family, I'm not ready. You know, I'm not ready to die. And then she said, in the same sense, I seen the devil. And the devil said, you're about to come with me. And she said, no, but why? Why am I going with you? And the devil said, I have one word for you. Tarot. I practice tarot. She said, it doesn't make sense to me because I'm a Christian and I follow Christianity and I only use tarot for guidance and understanding. But I'm a Christian. I follow Christ. Why am I going to hell for using tarot? And he was saying to her, because everything should come through me. Tarot is a part of the dark side, even though you don't use it for bad. You're asking spirits on the other side for understanding, guidance, and you're asking someone other than me. And we have a jealous God. You shouldn't be asking the other side for guidance or understanding. Thank you, Kiki, other than Christ. And for that reason, I said, oh, thank you, Kiki. Thank you, babe. For that reason, I said, I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm not playing with God. I'm not doing it. So, but it wasn't just that. Prior to that, since I've stopped practicing Christianity, in my heart, I felt like it was wrong. In my heart, I felt like I was becoming more and more distant from where I should be, which is I am his child and I was made in his image, or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I used to be totally into Christ. Even before I met you, TK, I went to church every Sunday. I am a part of a church home. I worked in the church. I was there every Sunday. I'm a church member. Yes, I worked in the church I worked at my home church for over a year before I became a church member. So I started there just working there. And then I became a member, and Pastor told everybody, like,
in your 30s?
In Vegas.
In your late 20s?
In my late 20s. So, thanks for putting my age out there, by the way, you piece of shit. Anyway, so... So, I was heavy into Christ. Like, even if you go back and look at my old Facebook posts, I talk a lot about God, and God is good, and, the whole 9 yards. So, as I got further away from Christ, I always felt in my heart it was wrong. Like, I'm not doing right. I gotta fix this. No.
So I love this subject, right? This is what I like to talk about. This is what I'm into very heavily on the spiritual side and the religious side. But I do want to give an understanding in totality about what we're talking about, so nobody won't get the misconceptions. God is against idolatry. Anything that you give more idolatry, idols. So anything that you praise, anything that you pray to, that you go to before you go to Him, is an idol. However, crystals, it's not the crystals that's wrong. It's not the chakras that's wrong. It's not the meditation that's wrong. It's not the tarots that's wrong. It's the dependence on these things that make it wrong. So it's a scripture in the Bible that says, and I always tell my people this, I always use this as an analogy. It says, for the love of money, I always ask people, because they always quote the shit wrong. You know what I'm saying? They say money is the root of all evil. If I asked you right now, if you ever heard the scripture, money is the root of all evil, what would you tell me, yes or no? Money is the root of all evil. You never heard that scripture? Money is the root of all evil.
I've heard of it before. They say it all the time, but I don't think it's the root of all evil.
No. What I'm saying is, did you hear it just like that?
Yeah. Money is the root of all evil.
But that's never what the scripture said. The scripture never ever said money is the root of all evil. It says for the love of money is the root of all evil. And the reason why they put for the love in that scripture is because it's the love that we have for things that make it unhealthy for us. So whether it's for the love that we put in that relationship that's before God, it's unhealthy. The love that we put in that career or that money, that's before God. So if we're putting it into spiritual guides, if we're putting it into crystals, for whatever we put that love, and it's not God first, because God says seek you first in the kingdom. You know, all your heart's desires be added to you. Seek you first. You see what I'm saying? So we got to seek him first. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and just, so nobody will get the misperception and say, you know, it's the tarot cards or it's the crystals and stuff, because you can have crystals, you can have tarot cards, but when you depend on that, as if that's your God. Like some people be like, Capone, why you don't burn sages? You need to burn sages to get rid of demonic energies and all that stuff. I say, I go to God to get rid of my demonic energies. I'm not going to depend on anything outside of God to do that for me. And some people don't understand that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that 100%. That's why I'm getting rid of the things that I have. That's why I'm going to get rid of my crystals and stuff like that, because I don't want to lie to myself, and I don't want to psych myself. I don't want to feel like I'm like trying to balance between the two. I don't want to try to balance between the two. I want to understand energy. I want to understand my chakras, because it's just energy within the body. I want to understand spirituality, but I don't want to lean on those things. I
like that. You might be getting a call or text messages or something.
I don't want to look. I love my images. You know, I got some fly ass shit on my walls, but I want to just go through him. That's it. I just want to go through him.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna hold you accountable. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say, why the fuck you still got them up? If you're gonna get rid of something, stand on it. Do what you need to do. You dragging your feet right now. You keeping it around. Let's start this journey.
That's true.
You feel me? You got it.
True.
It's a beautiful thing. I help you burn. Do I need to come to LA?
I'm not gonna burn it. I'm gonna get rid of it. No, my sis take it down now. I'm not doing that. This shit is. When I tell you, this shit is. Look at my. Let me see if I can show y'all what I was showing y'all my shit. My ceiling is really high. Y'all can't see how high it is, but it's really high. But I can't reach that. I think the highest I can reach is. Let me see. This is the highest I can. I can't. I have to get like a chair and get. It's really high. Both is really big, and then I have another one right here.
Oh, this is so high for you.
It is. I can take that one down because it's right next to my bed. But this one over here, that shit's too. I have to stand on my tippy toes on the chair. All short stuff.
Okay.
So.
Well, a lot of stuff. When I start talking about stuff like this, it made me really want to take it there. But just know that
it's too high to put it up. No, I'm gonna take it down. I'm just not doing it right now. Like y'all
was trying to put it up. Let them know ID number. That's okay.
It took me a long time to put it up too.
But let's say this though. Let's just praise her for actually even having God speak to her soul. So what we're doing right now is the seed has been planted. Yeah, the seed has been planted. So all we got to do is continue to water it. And as a friend to you, continue to hold you accountable, because I would want you to do that for me. But right now, you're already on a good path. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing. I thought I'd never hear that from you, but that's a surprising thing just to hear right now. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, because I feel like I was so far away. I was trying to I remember having a conversation with Armani, and I was trying to make her question Christ, like, how this and how do you know that? And you know what I'm saying?
And key word, I gotta listen to what she's saying. She felt like she was further away from God. So let me give you an analogy real quick. So it was a woman that was in church that had an unhealthy eating habit with chocolate. All she wanted to do was eat chocolate. God told her to stay away from it. Like, stay away from chocolate. But she would go around, as she's staying away from chocolate, she would tell everybody else, stay away from chocolate. But God wasn't telling everybody else to stay away from chocolate. That was for her. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the same thing with Zee. Maybe some people up in here, who have that well-balanced life with God and things of that nature, and still know how to do this, and still know how to have crystals, and still know how to do that. And God might not be telling you. You may not be far from God. It might not have created no wedge or nothing like that. So what's for Z is for Z. You know what I'm saying? However, if it's ministering to your spirit and it's telling you something, or it makes you feel convicted, then that may be telling you something that you need to know. You know what I'm saying? However, you know, like I say, you can be in love with God and still appreciate and have gratitude for the things that He created, like crystals and things of that nature.
That's your side, TK.
That's my
side.
That's your side. That's your side. But that's good. Now you don't even
Let me help you out since we so boring. Let me help you out, baby.
Obviously, you're not. Hey, I ain't went under. Hey, we've been at 1K the whole time over here, and not only that, they came in here just to talk to us and let us know. So obviously, no, we didn't match. We're not matching. I don't think we matching. But if we made in God's image, we can do no wrong. We as children in the universe. That's not true. That's not true.
I also agree. It's not true.
I'm a firm believer that once we say, we not always say. So
I hear you, baby. Fix your audio. There you go.
I'm also a firm person that says that, you know, some people be like, once we save, I don't believe in that. No, I do not believe in that. And I do not believe everybody's God's children either. So, nope.
Maybe originally.
I think God's, you know, and this is where it can get tricky. Nah, I don't want to go into that because I ain't going to be able to feel me on that. Some of y'all will.
Yeah, just don't say it.
Yeah, it's just, you know, because I don't think like everybody else thinks. But yeah, universe is law and order. So I do think that the universe most definitely is constantly perfecting itself, and you're a part of that universe. However, it's a thing called, you know, free choice. Some people say free will. But I was watching something earlier today to where I finally learned that nobody has free will but God, the creator. Free will means you can do anything that you want, and you can create anything that you want. So nobody truly has free will but God. I can't, if I want to have $1 million right now, I can say, hey, let me have this $1 million right now. But God can do that. You know what I'm saying? He has free will to do anything. And the way they explained it to me today, I was like, damn, I never looked at it like that. We don't have free will, we have free choice. So, but anyway, but they said it more complex to where it made it even more understanding. Because it was like, what was it about? It was about somebody was debating, like, how can we have free will if God said that He knows our thoughts before we think them, He knows our life before we already, like, but He knows everything about us. So that means everything's already set in stone because He already knows how it's going to transpire. So how can we have free will if we just boom, 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 right? So anyway, I'll be watching shit like that. I'll be into shit like that. I'm a nerd in my private life. But it opened up some interesting perspectives about stuff. But I forgot where I'm going. I'm rumbling now. What we talking about? What up, big man? You said what?
Like rambling.
I believe that you create your own destiny. I think that.
I agree with that.
I think that. I think that we don't. I used to always say that, like, we create our own destiny and shit like that, and going through my spirituality, law of attraction. I no longer believe in totality. I believe that we can, if we, how can I put this? We can do certain things to shape ourselves or direct ourselves to our destiny. I do believe that. I do believe the more that we focus on something, we can attract that energy, we can attract that to us. But as far as creating the destiny, it has to still be in alignment with God's purpose for you in this lifetime. It still has to be in alignment. And sometimes God will give you desires on the inside that make you want to be in alignment with the desire, and you can manifest that to yourself. But it still has to be in alignment with His divine purpose for you. So, and that's the certain things that I'm learning in my life right now. It took me a long time to learn that because I've been trying to do a lot of things, but a lot of the things that I was trying to do in my life was outside of his will, from relationships, from career-wise, from the certain things in my life, because that's what I wanted. It was my will and not his will. And I'm thinking God's going to bless it, but he's not blessing it. But he don't start blessing things into your life until you're in alignment with him. And then he can start blessing it. And then you can start manifesting what's needed. He's not going to try to give you what you want. He's going to give you what's needed. He's going to equip you with everything that you need. But he's also, as you grow closer to him and you draw nearer to him, he's going to change the desires of your heart to make your desires more like him. You see how that all goes together?
I get it. Thank you, Chelsea.
Yes, indeed. My bad, man. I'm being look, she done got quiet on me. I'm getting too preachy, y'all. My bad. We can switch it up. We can switch it up.
Yeah, shut your motherfucking ass up.
I know. Let's talk about turning up. Let's talk about turning. Because you know she ain't used to this. You know I get every once in a while I get like this in my lives, but you know because she's sensitive. She's a Pisces female, so like you know. Things is a little bit too like to make you dig deep. She don't want to do all that shit. She like her throat chakra to be activated. So you gotta be patient. What are you about to say?
Okay, I took that wrong. Okay.
Oh,
I totally.
hold up. You see where her head at? Her mind somewhere totally different.
I was gonna talk so much shit. And then it dawned on me, whatever you said after that, I said, okay, I took that wrong.
You got a whole chakra chart behind you, and you thinking I'm talking about something totally different.
You said throat chakra activated. I'm thinking you talking shit.
No. I did look at your comment. You said something like a woman don't follow, right? Memphis King.
What did that?
No, I was reading a comment from Memphis
What
King.
is that?
Just rewrite it, bro. Yeah, you're a high value king. I don't even want to say that, bro. You know, I kind of hate that. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, but I kind of hate that he created this line of like high value men and high value women. Fuck that bull crap, because nothing that he had to say had any substance. I got love for the man, but it didn't have substance because it was all about if a man has money, if a man has a certain type of career. Our life is way valued beyond. It's the things that's priceless you can't buy that makes you a high value. You know what I'm saying? That makes you righteous. That makes you of great importance, of great worth in life. It's the things that you cannot see. You know what I'm saying? And how you value yourself and what your connection is to the Most High. That's what gives you the value, not in your career. There's a lot of ignorant, corrupted, wicked-ass people in high positions. They don't make you no high-value person. They make you a high-paid person. It's a difference.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make that point all the time to people. And I don't know everything you said, but I caught the last little part, and I agree.
You must have grown a lot. Yeah, she involved. I'm still taken back. I know she don't want to talk about it no more, but I'm like, okay, little ZZ growing up. Finally. 7 years later. It took 7 years later.
What's all I say? I've been grown up here. It ain't been no damn 7 years.
It values you. Yeah, well, I'm gonna say it like this.
You understand?
I ain't shit without the Most High. So if I'm not tapped into my God consciousness, if I'm not tapped into the main source, then I'm not of value. Then I'm not real. A lot of motherfuckers be running around here talking about they real. How you gonna be real if you don't have a relationship with the Most High? He the definition of real. How you gonna have love? How you gonna love somebody when the Most High is the definition of love? He's the essence of, not he, because it's not a he. The great I am is the essence of love. But you saying you got love? You're about love? It's impossible. So I can't never claim anything without, I'm shit without him. I'm a wicked man. I'm every bad thing in the book without him in my life. I'm nothing without him. Can you two ever rekindle? We are rekindled. You see what happened 4 or 5 months ago? I think that's the worst we ever been. That's the worst thing we ever been in. That was the worst. Well, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. But since I came home,
4 or 5 months ago.
since I came,
That was the worst. I genuinely, I mean, because I've been upset at you before. I genuinely did not like you. Genuinely. I've never felt like I've had different levels of you that time.
yeah, it was,
Not it.
yeah, it was
Everything but it.
Yeah. Thank God for Jesus, though. You coming back home. Come back home. Come back home. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Why did you stop yourself when you was about?
We done. Cause he gonna talk about it on his own live when it's just you and him together and y'all 1-on-1, face-to-face consultation about coming back home to Christ. That's why.
She's a woman. You feel me? You know that story in the Bible about the prodigal son who left home?
You can be saying shit.
Man, you know who would really talk to you like this? Rest in peace. You know who really talk that shit to you, man. I miss him though, man. He always said, he always got some.
Yeah, he would have.
It's still surreal to me.
A whole 4 hours straight. This is his life, and I want to know. No, this is our life, babe. This is not his life. This is our life. And the reason why is because I don't want to talk about it anymore. That's why. I didn't want to dive into spirituality. The purpose of RPK wasn't to talk about spirituality. It was to talk about relationships. Dating. Yeah, dating. You're right. It wasn't relationships. It was dating. The purpose of dating and dating secrets and unknown, unwritten laws and rules of dating and things of that nature. So it wasn't talking about spirituality.
Did we?
You don't want his show. I do when I'm in it.
Get to some conclusion with anything, or did we just?
Okay, sorry.
Did we get? Okay. Did you write down some good stuff? You don't gotta read it. I'm just saying.
I did.
That's what's up.
I'm about to read everything I wrote down. Okay, so I started off with.
Yeah.
You know I'll go there. Below, what is happening right now, baby?
Hold on, man. You know, every once in a while, just let me know if you want me to. You feel?
If I want you to what?
Okay.
I want you to mute somebody. That's what I want you to do. If they say one more thing, I want you to mute somebody.
Okay.
You smiling so hard we can't even see your eyes.
It's funny, but yeah, I wasn't even supposed to come home fucking live today, but
Thank you. While you in the comments talking shit, you came on live with me to have this conversation for y'all. That was the purpose of the live. So yes, it's our live, sweetheart. I see the same moon as the audience below. What is you talking about, baby? What are you talking about? I'm here for TKO. I know it is. They're not doing nothing wrong. They just, I don't know. That's like the person all the way in the back in the church that just keeps saying hallelujah. You know, just they not bothering nobody. They just in their own like hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude.
Right.
I guess that's my people's thing, right?
How long you been on live? This whole time. How long has you been on live? You don't know how to check to see how long you was on live?
What you mean?
Right now. Yeah.
You talking about today in totality?
Oh, okay.
It's a little over 2 hours.
But yeah. Huh?
What you got, 3?
I got 3 out. Well, I think
what, you got 3?
On my phones. Nah. So what's the next thing we about to? If you want to build on something else, we'll do. You know, I'm here.
No, we can make this. We can make this the last PK,
No,
and then I'll let you get to your viewers who want you to.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, like I said, I kind of wanted to. You know, I don't really care. I don't know.
What you want to do?
I'm in the studio.
Talk timid.
You can chop it up. What you want to do? I'm here for my people, my supporters who fuck with me. So we, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I want to make it interesting. I think I threw you off with the spirituality conversation, so I think you ain't. Let's build. I like building. I like building.
You didn't throw me off. Let me tell you something. You didn't throw me off. I actually appreciated and agreed with a lot of what you were saying about spirituality. And the purpose of me even calling you tonight to begin with was to inquire about, you know, your perspective on dating. And I've learned that you don't date. At least you don't think you do. And I got some notes. I wrote some things down that kind of helps with what you think. So that was it. The goal was to talk to several people, at least seven people, and get at least one pointer from them. At least one. That's what I wanted. With you, I was able to get two or 3. No. I got this one too. So I got like 3 to 4. All my time has been shared, believe. So yeah, mission accomplished. Because you know, I really want to dive into this. So that was the.
I think in my past life, I could have been like you know, a therapist, somebody that's like in the psychology, like a psychologist.
Mm-mm.
So I like the mind. I feel like I can. I think. Damn,
I don't think so, PK.
I think because you're looking at me through the eyes of how you know me. You're not looking at me through. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying that persona. Not this. I'm not into what I'm into. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a poly guy. I'm not the funny dude. I'm talking about like you didn't even know me in my Christian life. You know I used to be like a youth praise pastor thing on Friday nights, Saturdays. Yeah, I used to like. I'm a Pisces, so I know how to adapt to whatever around me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, don't be surprised. You know the area. You know, no judgment book by the cover. Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you why I say I disagree. I agree to an extent. I'll say that. I agree because you are fascinated by the mind. Thank you, Candy. And you are intelligent. However, the brain and personalities work in certain ways. There are certain ways things work. What I've grown to learn about you, I don't even know if you fucking know this, because I never told you, but I've said this. Thank you.
I appreciate all the love from my son. I see Brown Sugar Cookie. What's up with y'all? What's up with y'all? Let's get to this 5th star. If we can, get to this 5th star, gang. I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to stay up with y'all. I'm trying to chill with y'all a little bit longer tonight. If we can get to it, man, I appreciate it. Go ahead. What you learned from me? What? I know it was about managing money at first. So what else you learned?
Simmer down, killer. Simmer down.
Hold on. We want to know about that.
I just like.
We want to know about what you don't like.
You're right. Okay.
Come on, y'all. All we need is like 2 treasures. Don't let me get her first win. She doesn't deserve her first win. She's a loser.
This ain't no motherfucking first win. You're a loser. That's why you're a loser.
Oh, Candy.
Thank you, Candy. Don't TK look good when he lose? Don't TK look good when he lose? He's on the loser side.
What was you saying? What was you saying? Let me. Can I show my?
Listen.
It might not even be nothing big. Go ahead.
Do you remember? I'm gonna speak subliminally, so I need you to just catch on to what I'm saying, okay? Do you remember when you had a situation one time about a particular car or cars, and you told me where you bought the cars, and I said, oh, I could do that. And I went online and I found somebody who could do what we need them to do, and they were gonna, charge us, and we were gonna do like a ownership transfer, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I called him. We were in the car together. I was in the passenger seat. He was driving, and I called him and said, "Hey, this is Zee, and I want to do business with you. I want to see if you can do like a lien or something like that." And he was like, yeah, what kind of car are we talking about? And I told him the car, and then he was like, where are you guys located? Sometimes things just work a certain type of way. So I looked at you and I said, he wants to know where we're located. And instead of you just telling where the cars were or where we were located, your response was, no, ask him where he located. And the guy didn't like that. And we sat, while this man was on the phone, we went back and forth arguing with each other. And this man hung up in my face, and he did not pick up my phone call anymore. And I had to beg him to do business with me. And he finally answered one of my phone calls. And he even said to you, this girl right here is very persistent. I say that to say, I was using that as an example to express how you can be. Sometimes in life, things just work a certain type of way. In TK's world, it don't work that way. In TK's world, it works the way TK wants it to work. So if the brain works a certain type of way, I can't see you being a psychiatrist or anything like that or something like that, because to you, you're going to conclude this motherfucker just is psychotic.
Drip drop.
And we're really not psychotic, TK.
Well, I disagree. I believe that if I was like that, then yeah. I think that with growth, you change those type of things because you see the error of your way. So with that part, like I used to always want to control everything. Everything is about controlling the outcome, and as long as I'm trying to control the outcome, it's letting me know I don't really have control over anything. So I think in my life, especially just as I evolve as a man today, I try not to control things if I don't have to try to control them. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's something that don't have to be controlled, okay, well we can do it this way, we can do it that way. So I would agree, a psychologist or somebody that's doing it into therapy, like a therapist, probably couldn't do that with that type of mentality. However, I don't have that mentality no more, so I probably can do it. Yeah. I could probably do it.
I probably could do it.
But, and y'all still don't know what you're talking about, right?
Interesting.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Really? It was for the Mercedes, the Escalade. Remember the Escalade? Remember you told me I could have the Escalade?
Well, it was when I was locked up. It went when I was locked up.
What?
Because I had you,
no,
you were around
No, this was right before we moved into the mansion.
Oh yeah, can we clear up something? No, we don't gotta clear it. That's be my ego. You know what it was. You know what it is. For some reason.
What?
We don't gotta clear. I mean, you don't really gotta clear because what you said was right, but they took it as if it was you. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know that you was on it with me. As far as the house, they think that the mansion was up. They thought the mansion was up under your name.
Uh-huh.
Like it was up under I was living up under you or something like that. They didn't know that I got the mansion. up under my name, and you was on the what's name with me on the
With me?
on the yeah we
Yeah, we were.
yeah.
Yeah, we were together.
Yeah.
We got it together.
Now,
I didn't get that much. How about this?
You got it. Like,
How about
they
this?
don't understand that. Like, what?
No. What happened was
When you was mad at me, I think you just didn't elaborate on some things. He was mad at me, so he's like, what the fuck, I'm going to include him on some shit like that. So when they asked you, I think so. I think when they asked you, they said, so was your name on the mention? He was like, yeah, my name was on the mention. And you just left it like that because you wouldn't fuck with me at that time. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people ran with that. Like, I'm like, man, if y'all only knew, cut it out. But anyway.
he signed before I signed. Shit. No, but TK asked me. Anyways, it doesn't even matter what he asked me. Point blank period was we were looking for a home.
Okay.
We were looking for a home. And he told me how many bedrooms he wanted in the home. And I was scrolling for a home. And I just so happened to show him this house because it had 11 rooms. And I was like, this is too much. And I showed it to him, but because the photo of the house I thought looked ugly. I didn't like it. But for some reason, he liked it. So we contacted the owner. We went to go see the house. We fell in love with the house. We signed for the house.
Hold on.
We got the
Was
house.
this
He signed before I did.
My mansion, or was it a mortgage? Was it like rent to own, purchase the home?
We were trying to purchase
Put down a lump sum.
We were mortgage on it. Yeah.
People don't understand. There wasn't no rental property or nothing like that. It wasn't like no regular rent that we can't, like, nah, I was the owner. But you know how that story ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how that ended. You're giving him tears life with that gloomy ass face.
Yeah.
You look like
See,
you're
I
really over there
change the background and, you know, get the dark. When you go on your single live, I'm gonna come. All right, family. All right, for sure, Memphis King. I remember when I first started dating you, because now we're using the dating word, it was a person that had that name that you used to talk to. Remember? Something like Memphis King or King Memphis or Memphis Black or Black Memphis. You remember that? I be remembering shit like that. There be little shit like that I remember. What did I learn? Do it got to be all positive? Okay, I didn't think of something positive. We've been out for now. She's been positive. What did I learn? I'm pretty sure if I just sit and think, I can think of a lot of positive things. But let me think. Hold on. I learned not to do the ecstasy. I learned not to.
It can be whatever. It can be whatever you want it to be. It could be
no ecstasy.
Wait, I have to clear this up because it's gonna bother my conscience. While you thinking about that, let me just clarify something. Because somebody made something in the comment and said, "I love you, Zee, but you said something totally different." TK, I didn't say something totally different. TK did say it wasn't just a regular rental. It wasn't just a regular rental. We didn't have like a term just to rent. We were in the process of purchasing. So we were making payments to get to a certain amount to go towards a purchase. So I didn't say something totally different. When our initial down payment, initially it was to rent. Initially we were going to
negotiate everything.
Then when we sat down to sign the lease, he said we had the option to buy, and that's what we were doing. We had to get to a certain amount. I think we had to just do 3 to 6 months, and then we were able to purchase. So that's what we were doing.
The house was 1.1 million or 1.2 million, one or two. I had to give him 150,000. That's it. No, I gave him.
I thought it was less than that. Yeah, no, it wasn't a bad deal at all. I was grateful. It was a very lovely deal, actually, but we weren't in the home that long. So that's why I can see why some people might have thought it was just renting, because we technically didn't own it yet. We were in the process of purchasing. So it was a damn good deal. Oh my God. Okay. I still can't believe to this day. That motherfucker was bad. What did you guys like most
It was
about the
gonna be
house?
hard.
I
liked a lot of things, but I'm gonna say that it was
What?
gonna be our home. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. That was gonna be ours, and it was a big ass home. You know, it had everything. You could walk out. It had the fucking everything. But y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned.
What I loved most about the house was it has 6 full bathrooms. We had no half bathrooms. All the bathrooms were full. 6 full bathrooms. I loved that it had a full, like the basement area was like a whole nother living space. It was like 2 rooms downstairs in the basement area. What I loved the most about the room was the bedrooms. I mean, the house was the bedroom sizes. They had some big, like even my son's room. He had a big ass room. The rooms were so big.
Yeah, no, it was nice. It was nice. It was like I like the backyard. It just had so much fucking. It was on. What they say was like 1 acre.
The backyard was huge.
But it had like the little shed. Remember when the dogs had the huskies, the puppies had their own little shed back there. It just had, I don't know, it had a lot of I don't know, space. Yeah. You know,
I had a lot of space. It had a lot of space.
I could sit in my jacuzzi
It had a lot of space.
and look outside out the windows because there was a big ass window in front of the jacuzzi and I could look out. I like that. That theater room where you can walk out on top of the motherfucking, what's that shit called? The balcony? Yeah, I like that too. But,
balcony?
You know,
that's it.
Like,
it was 2 balconies.
One in my room and there was one in the theater. So I think 2. Oh, 3. The backyard. Remember, I had to swim there. Yeah, the one in the back.
No, 3, because one in the backyard. Yeah, the one in the backyard was long. The one in front was long.
Yeah,
I think by the.
It just, I like that it had intercoms in the house. The house was so big, it had intercoms. So if you yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so if I'm
we discovered that later, I think.
On the 6th floor, on the left wing of the house, I can just tap it and be like, hey, who's in the kitchen right now? Can you know what I'm saying? I like it. That was a player. The only thing was missing was like 3 stories. Honestly, altogether, because if it's a basement, 3 stories. Yeah, 3 stories.
It was 3 stories. No, it was 3 stories. Yeah. Because the master's bedroom was the 3rd story, was the top floor. And we had the regular floor.
Imperial hit me up
down in the basement. And it wasn't even like...
I sent an email of some new music out, and Imperial hit me up yesterday. Yeah, he hit me up yesterday.
What's your question, Nurse Mackie?
What's your question?
What's your question? Wait, Imperial. Ain't you... Never mind. You shut up.
Yeah, elevator.
We need an elevator.
Oh, my bad.
Those chairs were very spiral.
Yeah, that receipt. Hey, what I learned.
Oh, what you learned? I can't believe that gave him 3,000. What? I didn't get nothing. That's crazy.
Somebody can just come through. What's up with you, niece? I see you. Thank you, Cookie. I wish we get this 5th star. That's why I've been really trying to milk this time right now, just trying to get to this 5th star. You know what? I wish it was 1 o'clock already. I feel like I'll stay on here so I don't have to come on tomorrow. I'm really just trying to neglect. All right, so
that part.
I learned a lot of shit. I'm just trying to think of like, I guess I'm just trying to think of like shit that's gonna be like. I'm just trying to think.
I feel like we've answered this question before.
On like an inspirational level, like on a big inspirational level, instead of just the basic things that I can say that I learned. So give me a second, because I learned bonding, most definitely. I learned bonding because and I learned that you can have somebody in your life that you don't become tired of. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I didn't know that. Like we was inseparable. So it was like when before that type of relationship, I didn't have a relationship to where it was like we was to spend all day to all night to where I'm going to sleep now, you're reading a book to me at night. So, I'm going out to go to the fucking mailbox, you wouldn't be right there. I gotta go take a shit. Hand me the motherfucking coochie. So that was different. That was my first relationship like that. Because even my relationship with my Ethiopian chick, we wasn't up under each other like that. And even with me and Armani, we love each other a lot. However, we know that we're not always up under each other. Like we're not always. She don't even like shit like that to be constantly. You know what I'm saying? So you was the first relationship to show me that I could thug it out with somebody and enjoy the space of thugging it out with each other, and we wanted to mutually. You know what I'm saying? So that was one thing. When is something you had like that the others didn't? What is something? What is something had you like that
question.
Others didn't? What is something that? Huh? Say that one more time, baby.
I read the question. I really didn't get it.
Hey, y'all, we need three luxury cards.
I can see if I can read it. Oh, what is something that you liked that the others didn't? What is something that you liked that the others didn't? The others didn't what?
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that question.
I need to clarify too.
Like the thing is, I mean, even I can't even say no. I don't even say shit from after the relationship. Because like I said, in the relationship, we didn't really have no problems. Like it'd be something simple. Like in the relationship, it wasn't really no problems going on. We didn't really argue a lot. Yeah, we didn't really get into it a lot. At least from my understanding, we didn't. I don't think we got into it that much.
We didn't get into it a lot, but
yeah, you would have. But that's like normal shit. Like that's like to where you just shut down. But that's like
you ain't normal. You ain't normal.
I know the difference between like
getting into
it with somebody and you have a little like like it's levels. It's levels. It's levels. You wasn't. I guess because you wasn't confrontational. Like you wasn't combative. Like if you got a problem with me, you would shut down. You wouldn't like. I didn't like that.
But you didn't like that though.
I didn't like it because you know me. I like to communicate. I like to talk. I like to I like to do all that. I don't. Let's not let the sun down if we ain't figured this shit out. Or if that's the case, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, that was,
man. Yeah. I try to bring her on a vacation to Hawaii with us, and she rejected. She don't like going on vacations that much, she said at that time. I don't know if she still feel like that. We went on vacation. We went to LA at the time. I told you. Vegas, so there was a vacation at first. Now she lived there, but we went on a vacation to LA and shit, but we didn't really like going on no big vacations because she wasn't really into that shit. I love vacations.
Easy on him. He's coming Hawaii. Yeah, I passed the Hawaii. I went on one vacation and I said to him, I'm not going nowhere else with you.
Talking about the LA.
And I stuck by that.
Wasn't it the LA ecstasy trip?
It was a time before that. I think really hard to think about it. But that was it. I said, I'm not going on vacation with you no more.
To LA, right?
Huh? No, it was me, you, and Armani. Then we went alone. That's when the LA happened. Then you were going to Hawaii, and you asked me did I want to go, and I said no. I stuck by that shit. I was like, no.
But that wasn't really
I passed it to Hawaii.
Vacations ain't.
And I understood it was
crossing water.
No, but I for me, no, I agree. But no, vacation's not crossing waters. But I still felt like I'd rather had just stayed home.
Hell no, embarrassed. Fuck no. What? Hell no. I don't. I'm not a person that just beginning.
I want to go to California too.
I'm very guarded over my heart. First of all, and to be in love, that's something very extremely rare. Like it's, you can love somebody a lot. You can love them, but like using the word in love, like that's a whole nother level. Yeah, that's a whole nother level. Do you agree? How many times have you been in love?
What?
Have you ever been in love? Still say hell fucking nah.
Romantic to you. You see the numbers are right?
Hell fucking nah. Still say hell fucking nah.
Hell motherfucking no. But I will say this. I understand why he feels he's such a hopeless romantic. Because he is very, I mean, with me he was. I'm pretty sure he's still that way because it's within him now. But he was very affectionate. Very affectionate. Even in the car, like he would hold my hand in the car and we would watch movies and we would cuddle and watch movies. And my favorite memory was just spending quality time reading books. That was like my favorite of all time because I love reading. I could read all motherfucking day if I got one listener. So, there's a difference between being affectionate and being romantic. So he wasn't really the let me buy you roses just because. He wasn't. Which sucks for a woman who loves roses, by the way. He wasn't really the let me get you a card just because. Or, that type of shit. But the things that really mattered, like spending quality time, being affectionate, he was really amazing at what is it called, TK? Reassuring me. He was really amazing at reassuring me. And that was always like his to go to get me back in his good graces. So he was good at those things, which could also be important in dating today or being in a relationship today, making your partner feel reassured.
The more that you talk, the more that you say certain things, you make me realize how, kind of like from the psychologist thing to now, like you make me realize how much I've evolved. I guess it's been 5 years, right? So I guess that makes sense. But I guess I am. So we would say like Rose. I guess I am romantic then. I do a lot of romantic shit. I guess I evolved to become romantic. I'm not just sweet and affectionate. Like I'm officially romantic because everything that you named that I didn't do. Yeah, I evolved. I'm a person who I do just because. I do cards. I do flowers. I'm always getting like flowers for somebody, whether it was Armani or the other situation I was in. So it's just like I'm always giving cards or flowers or showing up at the doorsteps or buying, gifts and things of that nature. So yeah, I guess I am romantic now. I didn't realize Armani got a lot. Armani got bears and flowers. I might just I just feel it. Shit. I just did it for 21 Bad Bitch. I took her to an expensive ass restaurant on the Malibu coast overlooking the motherfucking ocean. Tell her what restaurant was that, baby? Let them know, baby. It was in California. No, know,
you trying to be romantic, I don't
it's an
think.
average day in the life, you know, or a steak costs $1,000, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a regular shit.
Shut up.
They ask what's the...
Anyway, I still have, you know what I'll do? I'm going to find, because I still have that picture in my phone, because that was like the best view. I'm going to post that picture on my Beacon.
Okay, gang. Well, you don't even remember. See, I think she's trying to avoid. You don't even remember where I took you. What was it?
What are you talking about? I've been there several times since you took me. Calm down. And we was in Malibu. I know exactly where we were. I mean, we got more than one.
What was the name of the restaurant? You know, you gotta think.
For real? You don't think I know? And once I tell you, what do I get?
You know, I thought you were trying to fish for time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you the first letter and the last letter? Starts with the M and ends with the O.
Gang shit.
I ain't no liar.
Gang shit.
Stop fucking clapping, loser.
Yeah, it's Maestro's. I took this to Maestro's. You know, just look that up. It's a really good restaurant on the coast of Malibu and other places. You know what I'm saying? Tea time.
This man is so funny.
You
ain't never bought me the roses, though.
Yeah.
You know stuff that I know.
Yeah, I was on food stamps around that time. But, you know, we involved. We getting it together. But the thing about it is, but hold on, listen, and you gonna agree when I say this. We was always around each other. If I was at the store, you was at the store with me. Yeah, like it was never.
I said that.
We did everything together.
We did everything together.
Yeah.
When I say literally, y'all, literally, like.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. Like I can't even sit here and elaborate because literally.
It seems like people would not like that, but if you really get along with the person that you're dealing with, and y'all got a lot of as you can see, I can talk my ass off, and as you can see, she can talk her ass off, right? So, and it's good energy, you know what I'm saying? As long as it's good energy, it was cool. And for the most part, it was good energy until she get mad at me and shut down. Other than that, she'd be alright.
Yeah. But I haven't been in a relationship like that since, where I'm just consistently with my dude. I haven't been with them like that before. So I mean, again, so it's interesting to me because what I learned was that I learned what it would possibly feel like to date or be with your best friend, because I spent so much time with you. To me, that's what it felt like. You're so annoying. I'm not saying shit we ain't said on live before.
No, that's good. My bad. I just had to fuck it up. Keep going. Keep going.
Nothing. You done getting close. We wasn't on no fucking food stamps, TK. Why you say that shit? Everybody's in the comments talking about food stamps now.
I think you can buy like shoes and Nikes and shit now with food stamps. Something I seen. But yeah, I don't know. I just man, relationships can be so complex, because you can want something, but you can trade what you want, because over here this is something that you want and you wasn't used to getting this in the last relationship. So now that you may not be getting what you get in the last relationship, it was positive, but you get something positive that you always wanted in the last. So it's just like sometimes you get to trade off a certain thing instead of just still getting the full caboodle, you know. You knew it. As long as you understood what I was saying, that's all. Okay, how you gonna play? That's good.
That's why I said no.
It hurts.
be very difficult at
What
times.
you mean? I can be very difficult. Part of my growth and my healing is knowing that about myself. I know that I can be. But the good thing about me, what I would say, is with good intent though. It's not from like a narcissistic type of like, let me just be difficult and have it my way. It's more so like, if like, I remember it was one time where me and Armani had went live, and she wanted to go back to the club, right? And I was like, nah, you come to me in private and you go through a lot of things dealing with that lifestyle, and I want to help you not get in that lifestyle so you're not going back to that club. So I can be very difficult, but at the same time it's with good intentions because I want the best for you type of shit. So that's just an example, you know. It'd be shit like that. What's she over there talking about? What was that for? Was that some shade? I can be difficult in different ways, but everybody's difficult. You know, everybody's difficult in certain ways. That was 5 years ago. That was 5 years ago. I'm not. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype.
That is so funny.
Oh yeah, kid.
Niall, who are you talking about? I met someone in my hood.
What? What type of people come into the live?
And they all on my side. Why are they over here?
I didn't say everybody's difficult. I said everybody can be difficult if they want to. You know, everybody can be difficult. Yeah, people can be difficult.
I can be difficult.
They choose to be. Yeah.
Like when I was down, I had to be difficult
especially me. I just like the men things. I hate negative energy. I hate negative energy. If it's a problem, I don't want to be around you.
Why are you bringing it out of me?
And if I do want to be around you, it's just like, okay, well, let's talk about it and get past it. If we just gonna stay here, then what the fuck what we doing? Like let's like, we just gonna sit here and linger in it. And then a Pisces is worse than everybody because Pisces move in it, they dwell in it, they sit in it, they God damn.
Oh, shut up.
It's a new day. The grudge is over. Let's go for it. You know that's how my attitude is. Okay, we just got into it. Either we gonna work it out or we not. We gonna sit here and dwell on it. Let's figure this shit out. Okay, all right, let's go. That's usually how I am. I ain't gonna sit and just be like, well, yeah, what we doing? Remember what you did yesterday? And all man, fuck all that shit. We ain't got time for that.
First of all, we didn't do none of that. So I don't know what I'm
just
talking
saying.
about.
I'm just saying, like, just to, because it don't have to be said like that, but it can give, like, no, I feel this way, and I'm just gonna be like this. What?
That's how you are.
I'm the one that could. Never mind. I'm the one that I think all my relationships gives me a trophy on how fast I'm quick to be like, okay, let's get this shit together.
You're quick to. Never mind. I don't care.
You tired because you're funny.
What the fuck is
funny? You funny as fuck. If someone violated you, you would be like that. You sound contradicting. No, I'm actually in the most. I'm talking about me when things happen to me, or when somebody has did something to me, or even in situations where somebody has really fucked me over, really did something that was wrong to me. If I'm making the choice to continue this relationship with you, that means I'm making a choice to get over what the fuck was going on. I'm not going to sit there and say I'm going to get over something and work on something with you and make that decision just so I can sit up there and mope or sit up there and still be in my feelings about it. Either I'm going to go my separate way and walk the fuck away, or either I'm going to make the decision to say, you know what, she's worth me taking this risk with again so we can get past this. Yeah, I'm very logical in my relationships when it comes to shit like that. And I have to swallow a lot of pain. You see what I'm saying? I have to swallow a lot of bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So that's not me, and it's not contradicting. Yeah. I don't know. They're getting kind of weird. I think it's almost a wrap for the night. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't reach my 5 stars. I was trying to get to my 5-star restaurant. Yeah, I was trying to get there, but I don't think we're gonna get there tonight, man. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get there. You late, lady love. Yeah, you